Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whoever you are, wherever you're from. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV. We have another game. We do have another game, and this week it is Newcastle United, a club that have struggled, should we say, in the transfer market so far, but putting in big bids, just getting rejected. They haven't had a good pre-season so far, but it's pre-season. How much can you take into account? And I've got a feeling, before we get into this deeply, I've got a feeling what we'll see today is two different teams for Spurs again. One first half, one second half. And I think people might lose their mind if we don't win. Look, I think it's going to be a very different lineup to what we saw against the Arsenal. We will see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I'm right or wrong. It is pre-season. I saw enough from the other night that showed me what Thomas Frank is about, that showed me what this new team could be about. But we will get into it all. Kickoff is in about an hour and 20 minutes. As soon as I get the teams, I will let you know what they are. But big up, good morning to everyone. Let's do a few hellos. By the way, lots of people asking me this morning. I've had loads of people ask me this morning, why did I turn off the comments on the stream last night? Honestly, the cult of Son is so strong that everyone was just being vile. Like it was just vile. You would have thought that what was being said, about Son was that he's the worst player we've ever seen. No one rates him. He's not a legend. The comments that were coming in were getting so ridiculous that I turned off the comments. I've never done that before from any video. Oh, hello, Stanley. Stanley's just back from his walk. So hello, mate. How was it? Good. Can I see mummy? Come on. Can I see? So that's why I turned off the chat. Honestly, I can't believe we're at a stage where as football fans in 2025, if you say something somebody doesn't agree with, the abuse is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. I had people coming in last night going, can't believe you said you don't rate Son. Like, sorry, where was this said? Sorry, it's really bright today. Really bright. Let's close that a little bit. Is that better? That's a bit better, isn't it? Hang on. That's a bit dark. There we go. Somewhere in the middle like that. Honestly, you don't rate Son. You're not a Spurs fan. X, Y, or Z guest said this. Never have them on again. I mean, I'm not using the swear words that we're. I hope all you guys die. It's like, what? Wow. Like, wow. So I thought, nah, sod this. Turning off the comments. The cult. I would love Spurs moving forward to not have a cult. We had a cult of Ange. We've had the cult of Son, the cult of Jose. Can we just be a cult of Spurs fans for a minute? You know, and again, people like this will just get blocked. Like, you'll just get blocked. Whoa, this isn't about having thicker skin. Dude, no one should have to just sit there and just get bundles and bundles of abuse, mate. So you're going to get blocked right now because idiots like you are what the problem are, unfortunately. You know, people like you are condoning the abuse and the comments. It's really stupid. And again, look, no name, no picture. It adds up. So listen, that's all it was. I turned the comment section off because, quite frankly, no one needs it. My guests were being abused left, right, and centre. And that's why I turned it off. Anyone asking where to watch the match? The match will be on Spurs Play. I'm sure it might be available somewhere else, but the match is on Spurs Play. Unfortunately, these are part of the problems, right? These are part of the problems. People that just say, oh, it's fine, just ignore it. That, I thought you meant to have thick skin. Yeah, I've got thick skin. Doesn't mean I need to read it. See, look, and you're going to be blocked because you're being an idiot. There you go. He's been put in a timeout. Sorry, I've got no time for that. People like that should be teaching the world that it's not okay. Not that, you need thicker skin. You don't say to the person being abused at school and at college and at work, don't worry, have thicker skin, do you? You want the abusers to stop, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, so yeah, my Son opinion last night, which by the way hasn't changed for a decade, got a few people a little bit upset. Let's see, what are we expecting today? What are we expecting today. I think we're going to have a mixed bag of a team. I think we're probably going to see. James Madison start. I'd like to think we're going to get some minutes in his feet. I would like to see we're going to get some minutes in his legs. I think we're probably going to see Tell up front maybe today. And it is what it is. And the elephant in the room, Sonny, this could be his last game for Tottenham. We all knew this moment was coming. Yes, some people are more emotional about these things than others. I've always been of the same opinion. Players move on and be grateful we had him for 10 years. Like, we had him for 10 years. People are going on as though he's in his prime and we're selling him. He's not. Unfortunately, it's the right time. He's been a great player for Tottenham Hotspur. He's given us some unbelievable moments. He's captained winning Europa League. It is what it is. Let me just see if I can find the team online. Bear with me 1 second. Let's see. I think it's going to be a mixed bag. Here we go. 1 second. 1 second. So is the team out? Here we go. The team. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's what I thought. Yeah. Bit of a mixed bag. Bit of a mixed bag here. Yeah. Let's bring it up on the screen. Let's remove that for 1 second. Let's get rid of that. Present. Share screen. Tottenham official. There we go. Hopefully you can all see that. Let me move me. Some settings have changed on my. So I'm so sorry. Something's changed on my computer since the other day, and the settings aren't what they were. Kinski in goal. Porro, Danso, Romero, and Davis. So 3 of the back 5 has changed. Bentancur, Gray, and Sarr. So Gray comes in instead of Bergvall. And then Johnson, Tell, and Son. So a completely different 3 from the other day that was Richarlison, Odegaard, and Kudus. So a much changed team. 7 changes I make it for the team the other day. Listen, got to get some minutes into these legs. I would fully expect James Madison to be coming on at half time. I would fully be expecting to get some more minutes into his legs. We will see. Yeah, I agree, Ash. I think this is all about that. I agree, mate. I think this is going to be about getting minutes in. Minutes in the legs. So this doesn't surprise me at all. What have we got with this? Obviously, your number 1 keeper's out. Mickey van der Ven gets a little bit of a rest. No Udogie because he's back in England. That means Jed Spence drops down to the bench. And up front, Son's going. Johnson and Tell just aren't good enough for me. I'm not expecting a lot. I'm not expecting a lot from this team going forward. I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm not expecting a lot from this team going forward at all. Look, Spurs are, what should we say? Spurs are a team where we've got a manager who's figuring it out. Let me just remove that. Sorry, 1 second. Let's remove that. Let's share screen and bring back that. Where are we? And then let's go there like that. Nope. Like that. Yes. There we go. I agree, Ash. I think this is going to be about 45 minutes with different teams. That's what I think is going to happen. Because when we actually look at the bench, you've got Vicario, Austin, Gunter, Spence, Van der Ven, Byfield, Vuskovic, Abbott, Basuma, Bergvall, Madison, Donnelly, Yang, Odegaard, Kudus, Richarlison, Lancashire. It's a lot of bodies. And I think we're going to mix it up. I think we'll probably mix it up at half time. So we'll see what happens in this game. I don't know Newcastle's 11 yet. Let me see if I can find that for you. Bear with me 1 second. As I said, I'm not too bothered by the results of these games. I'm more bothered about how do we play? What are we looking like? The Newcastle United team is not out yet from what I can see. The Newcastle United team is not out. Let me see if I can find it on an app. Someone I'm sure will send it to me. But yeah, the Newcastle United team is not out yet as far as I can see. People asking about Paulinho. I don't know. It's gone. So from Friday, we had the medical being done. I'm guessing it will be announced today after the game. That's just my feeling. Probably didn't want to announce it on the same day as Son announce it that he's leaving out of respect, which I think is a nice touch if that's the case. But yeah, I've got no worries. He passed his medical, so I've got no worries that the final details are being put together. And yeah, listen, it could be Monday. Could be Monday. Yeah. It's not. I'm not too bothered. I know everyone's very, very anxious because of what happened with Morgan Gibbs-White, but this is a completely different scenario, isn't it? This is a completely different scenario. Let's say hello to a few people, shall we? Big up to each and every one of you. Hang on, I'll tell you what I didn't do. I didn't tell anyone I was live. It's normally the first thing I do, isn't it? Let's share that. Share, create post, and we're live. Come join us. Yeah, listen, I'm not expecting the same sort of performance as the other day. It's a very mixed team. And I don't think that the squad is good enough that we can just rotate who we want and still be as good. Only my opinion. I could be completely wrong. We might be breathtaking and blow them away. I just look at that front three and it's weak to me. Hopefully Sonny can grab himself a goal, sign out in style. Johnson, Tell. Listen, I'd love to be proved wrong. I'd love to see something from one of those two today where I start going, okay, decent. That you all know my thoughts on these players. Big up to, very generous. Look, we started the generosity today already. Big up to Gerald, who's just put in a £10 super chat and said, love your show, Sava. Love your show, Sava. Get yourself a drink. You'll need one after a long day for you. Yeah, big long day. Thank you, Gerald. Really appreciate it, my man. It is a long day. We're going to be going until what? 2:30, something like that. And then we got the Spurs review tonight at 7:30. So it's going to be a long day. But hey, this is my job. This is what I do. It's no different to anyone else going to the office and doing their job. Big up to you, Gerald. Really appreciate that. And big up to Emma Morton. Thank you, Emma. Thank you. You're always in it, always very, very generous. I really do appreciate you. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the game, both Gerald and Emma, and all of you in the chat, even those that haven't smashed the like button, even though there's 500 of you in here and we've got 101 likes. So a 1 in 5 ratio. Eugene, where to start? Good morning, my man. How are you?
Good morning, Sava. Good morning. It's about 5:50 p.m. here in Malaysia. Yeah, it's evening here now. I'm well. We're all a bit shocked up about the Sony news, but to tell the truth, I expected it. Right, I already told you, right? He's going to go to LAFC. We did a show a couple of weeks ago talking about him leaving. But I give him kudos. Is one thing, right? The respect is that he came out and told us himself. There was no speculation. There was no hoo-ha. There was no guessing about what's happening and all that. He came out and just gave us the truth, and I will respect him for that. And I'll take him as a legend of the club. We all will, because he's one of the captains one of the players that hanged on for 10 years with us and won a trophy with us at the same time. I'll give him all the kudos. And of course, being Asian, right, the only Asian golden boot winner, right? So that's why he deserves all his plaudits, right? And to tell the truth, it is a good time for him to leave, right? And he's honest with himself and he was honest with us, right? Not like our club, at least. Yep. He is honest with us as a player, and he's making room for us to improve, to tell the truth, right? Not hanging on there and trying to be there for the rest of his life and all that. But like I said on my X post, Sonny, we will always welcome you back in some kind of form or another, whether you come back as an ambassador or whether you come back as a coach, if you want to be taking down that route, right? We'll always welcome you back, because the love is always going to be there. The love is always going to be there for him, right? And I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to say this. My captain.
My captain. It's Sean's chairman. Listen, it's going to be interesting today, isn't it, to see? I mean, Sonny starts. He captains the team. Sure you wouldn't expect any less. If I'm LAFC, I'm probably hoping he doesn't play the whole game. If I'm LAFC, I'm probably sitting there going, oh my God, please don't get injured. But listen, I'm pleased for him. He's getting his move. He's given us 10 years. He's given us 10 very, very good years. And you're right. He came out and said, yeah, look, I've made a decision to leave. Thank you. I joined as a boy. I'm leaving as a man. And I don't think there's going to be any Spurs fan that wishes him anything other than the absolute best, right? Anything but the best.
Yeah, of course. And to tell the truth, right, I think his decline is so imminent and prominent is because there were a couple of seasons while he was actually carrying the team with Kane, remember? There was one season, I think, under Conte, he was playing with a hernia throughout the whole season. You get what I'm saying? So I think a lot of injuries that he's been carrying has taken a lot out of him. So, whether we're going to blame that on the club and all that, right? But the thing is that he's given his all to us, right? The loyalty is there, the heart is there, the passion is there. So I guess it's a good time for him to go, because if he had stayed on and things turned for the worse, our fan base, how fickle they can be, right? They will turn on him at the blink of an eye. So that's one thing. So he leaving now, it's a good he's leaving on a good note. He's leaving on a high. He's leaving as a legend that will secure and encapsulate him as one that we will love him, for a long time. You get what I'm saying? And of course, LAFC was a good choice for him. We were saying that, Lloris is there. 2 weeks ago, we were talking about this about Lloris is there. The Korean community is massive there. And if I was Levy, right, I'll put in a clause of the sale, right? We should get a percentage of his jersey sales. If he's smart enough.
Do you know what? I think it's a great point you mentioned. I don't think enough people talk about it. Sometimes it's nice to go out before it fizzles out. Do you know what I mean? And I think what a lot of Spurs fans were starting to get frustrated with was it's not the Son you remember, right?
Yeah.
And we've seen it with players at clubs before where you go, God, this man was once there. Now watching him here, it's not quite the same. So I'm glad, because I think Hugo is the best example of that. I think we kept Hugo for 2-3 years too long. And I started to remember, the last couple of years, he was, you start to remember what he's like at the back end rather than the bulk of it. So I think this is perfect. I think it's perfect for him. Wouldn't it be fitting for his last game to be in his home country, in front of South Korean fans and Spurs fans? I just think everything's aligned. The big question is going to be, as we said, the big question here that is now going to fall onto your chairman, Daniel Levy, your chairman, is going to be...
It's not my chairman, never my chairman.
The big question is going to be, do Spurs replace him, or have we already bought the replacement? That's now got to be where we start looking as the future, right?
That's the scary part, Sava. Whenever we lose quality, right, we never replace them with quality. We replace them with punts. You can say not a hope that someone will turn up well, right? We've seen it so often. That's why it doesn't faze me anymore, right? If Sonny goes, to tell the truth, we should have gotten in as a two windows ago, whilst he was still interested in coming to us. You get what I'm saying? Now he's not interested in coming to us. What's the talk about him coming to us? You get what I'm saying? But of course, there are other options out there, right? There's all these links to Rafael Leon, is that? And then there's Mikatazi and all that. And, whether they will come or not, I'm not sure. But of course, we really got Odeberg, Matisse Tell, and don't forget, Sava, Richarlison is still in the wings. You get what I'm saying? Richarlison is still in the wings. So
this guy's blocking. For me, look, for me, I'd love Spurs to act like a big club and just say, right, bring in what we need and then start pushing people out. Because for me, I'm going to say it, the difference, I've said at the moment with our squad, I expect 7th, Eugene, right? I expect 7th. The difference for me to challenge for the top 5 and Champions League places, I think we're too short, and I think they're on the left side forward and another striker. I still think we're lacking some firepower.
Yeah. If Palina comes in, it more or less solidify our midfield. Because he's still not here yet, right? I'm not confident until he's doing the interview, holding up the shirt, and doing his video and all that, right? I'm not confident with that yet. If Palina comes in, we need, to tell you the truth, we need actually 3 more players. One to cover the left wing, left fullback position. One is the left winger. And of course, we need striker, outright number 9, to give a challenge to Solanke. If we do get these 3 players with the experience and the quality, then you're talking about pushing up to a 5. You can say a 5th position, a 6th or 5th position, or maybe challenge for 4th position, right? But the thing at the moment now, right, as I can see it, we were 17 last season, right? Anything above 17 is good, because if anything below 17, we'll be relegated, Safa.
Yeah, of course. Look, I think today will be telling, because I've already said, Eugene, the score lines in pre-season, as long as it's not embarrassing, as long as you don't get beaten 5-0 and stuff, I'm never too bothered. I'm never too bothered. I want to see how we play. But this forward line today is going to show us a lot, because this forward line, other than Kudos, is pretty much, I know we've got Solanke, but people are 50-50 with him. It's this forward line for me is where we're weakest today. So I don't know where the goals are coming from.
If Solanke doesn't come in, if Solanke doesn't come in, right, we don't know where the goals are coming from. Come on, we know Richarlison. To tell the truth, right, I still don't understand why he's still here. You get what I'm saying? If Palmeiras did want him, right, at that period of time, about 3 weeks ago, right, I don't know why he's still here. But the thing is that Richarlison, every season, it comes to the same scenario again. He's willing to stay back to fight for his position. But the problem is that we've seen him do things not at the quality that we need him to do, especially, I mean, pre-season now, right? You said, we take it with a pinch of salt. It's pre-season. It's for us to more or less gauge how the players are going to form under under Frank.
Oh, he wants Sanj back. He wants Sanj back.
No. I don't want Ange back. Ange is gone. It's gone. And the Frank, right? The first game against Reading, I did a watch along. We were a bit off, because the first 3 friendlies were a bit, for me, it's something like you're testing the waters, because you had so much youth and experience mixed together, until the game on Thursday against Arsenal. It was more or less we were seeing the crux of the 15 players, right, or 16 players is going to be part of that first team. That is what I'm going to see. But tonight, right, to tell the truth, guys, I've got a funny feeling, right, guys, right. I did say Arsenal was smashers in the Thursday game on your before the game started, right. This game I got a funny feeling, because Newcastle hasn't been doing well in all their pre-season friendly games. They might turn up today and not say smashers. They might give us a run for our money. We might lose 2-1, 3-1. You never know.
Well, if you look at it, Newcastle so far have lost 4-0 to Celtic.
Yeah,
they've lost 3-2 to Arsenal, and they lost 1-0 to the K-League All-Stars. I'm just checking to see what sort of team they put out. The K-League All-Stars game, it was a hit-and-miss lineup. Strong enough against Arsenal, but not their best. Look, for me, as I said, I'm not too worried about the score. For me, I just look at this team and I just think goals. Like, where are the goals coming from? And for me, I think in the last 3-4 weeks of this transfer window, Spurs have got to address that. Now, it would be a lot easier if Richarlison went, because if Richie and Son both leave the club, you've got 2 players there that were part of the squad last year, so they've got to be replaced. And you've freed up about £300,000 in wages. So for me, there's no excuse. But the question is Richarlison going to go? Because this man doesn't seem to want to leave the football club.
I don't know. Richarlison has been here. He was touted to go under Ange. He was touted. I know, even under Conte when he came in, right? He was like, meh, And then the worst part is that he gets injured and then he disappears for about 6 months to 8 months. Then he comes back. Then he says he wants to fight for his space again. In the game against Arsenal, when he came off, I think Frank was hugging him, giving a pat on the shoulder and all that. That gives me a bit of a scare. But, I think Frank does it to all the players because he wants to give them an equal feel, right? But I don't know whether it's because of the price that we can't accept for him, because don't forget, right, we paid £60 million or £50 million for this guy, right? I don't know whether the club is willing to take a loss of, I don't know, half of that. Well, are we willing to let him go for 30 million? But the problem, the thing is that there's no team out there is willing to pay him that amount of money. they might want him for 15 to 20, and our club will let him go until they get a price that they want. So that could be a very difficult point. And what you say is true. If he doesn't leave, right, it blocks the way for an actual striker to come in, and it blocks the way for another winger to come in. Because we like to do all these utility kind of signings, one player who can play 2 or 3 positions, to cover our deficits and all that. It's like having Jet Spence now. Jet can play, Jet can play on the left and on the right.
Let me just do the Newcastle team quickly. Everybody, the Newcastle team is Pope in goal, a back 4 of Trippier at right back, Shah and Byrne at centre half, with Matt Target at left back. The midfield 3 is Bruno Guimaraes, Lewis Miley, and Joe Linton. And the front 3 is Jacob Murphy, Harvey Barnes, and Anthony Gordon. So, again, probably like us, no real out-and-out striker. A bit of a mix and match. They've got the likes of Lewis Hall, Alanga, Livramento on the bench. I would say this is 2 teams that are very much experimenting, very much giving minutes in the legs today, from what I can see. I don't think either team have gone strong, but neither have gone really weak, if that makes sense.
Yeah, as you can see it, right, their front 3 looks more, I call, potent than our front 3 at the moment, as I see it, right? Because our front 3, in the game against Arsenal, we put out who? Odebear, Kudus.
Odebear, Richie, and Kudus.
And Kudus, right? So if Kudus comes in, Johnson can't play because it will take up the spot. But there was one game against Luton, Johnson was playing on the right. And Johnson was playing on the left. On the left. Yeah. So if we really strengthen it, I'm not sure if Frank really wants to, I'm not sure whether the lineups are coming up for us yet. If Frank really wants to test, right, this front 3, right, he might play Johnson in the middle. You get what I'm saying? No? I'm not sure.
Maybe. Maybe.
Johnson in the middle, Kudus on the right, and Richie on the left. Then maybe Johnson and Richie can rotate and turn around. I don't know, but we'll find out soon. The Spurs lineup will come out soon. But as I see it, the Newcastle front line looks more potent than our front line at the moment, as I see it, with players like Alanga, Gordon, Barnes, right? They are there. But of course, they are missing players like, we got the Ishak drama that's going on now. Yeah. And then, of course, now they're looking at bringing in Sesko and all that. So it is what it is, But all I can say, right?
Listen, Newcastle are very similar to us in a lot of ways, I think. If you look at both the clubs, hang on, why is my Spurs play reset? If you look at both the clubs, I think both are just that level below, aren't they? Like the bigger clubs go for their targets. They tend to get them. Newcastle have tried this window to get some of the bigger players through the door, struggling to, because they keep losing out to City or Liverpool or Chelsea, which is to be expected. And they're having problems with Isak. They're going to need a striker. For me, I still maintain we need a striker. I'm not saying Solanke is the worst striker I've ever seen, but I don't look, other than if you look at the front 3 today, Son, who's going, Son, Johnson, Tell. And then you look the other day of Odebear, Richarlison, and Kudus. Other than Kudus, I don't look at any of those as first team starters for a proper team. I don't. Yeah. They might get coached. They might improve. I just don't look at them at the moment and go, yeah, you guys, that scares people. Is that, maybe I'm being harsh. Maybe I'm being harsh.
No, it's all right. We haven't done that in a long time, right? Apart from, I think, recently, Kudus, we had to give him his kudos. You know what I'm saying? Kudus get his kudos. Can
you bear me 1 second? Can you hold the fort 1 second? Yeah. My front door's about to go.
No, right. All right, go. Right. All I can say, right, at this moment, right, we have not signed a player apart from, even when we signed Solanke last season for 65 million pounds, right? Not a lot of fan base were going, whoa, we got a real talent there who can do something. But the Kudus signing has actually brought back some feelings that we see that he does have that potential, right? But of course, I'm not saying that we're going to get players like unless on the left we get players like Ginola or Van der Vaart and at that level, right, coming in straight away to build our team up. But at this moment in time, like for today, this game, as I can see it, Son should be on the left, right? And of course, the middle part, I'm not sure who's going to be. It's either going to be Richie or Brandon, right? And of course, Kudus. Maybe we'll see Son and Kudus play in the last one song for Son, right? Then it'll be good, right? And where the goals are going to come from, that's another question, right? Because we have not scored many goals, guys, in this preseason games that have been coming up. I think we scored 2 against who they would do 2 against Reading and 2 against Wickham, right? And those teams are in the League One, the lower leagues. You know what I'm saying? So now we're coming to this game. We scored 1 against Arsenal because now we're going to play the harder games. Now we're going to go against teams like the Arsenals, the Newcastle, the Bayern Munichs, and then that build-up will come to the game against PSG, right? So our strike force at this moment in time still ain't at that level to be actually a threatening kind of scenario. Because we did see the game against Arsenal, guys. Yeah, North London derby. Even though it's in Hong Kong, it doesn't matter, right? It's still a North London derby. The boys put out a fight there, right? And they proved that, you know, they really wanted to show that, you know, they wanted a result out of it. And that's one good thing is that we have not seen in Spurs is that going out there and really wanting a result, right? Having the passion, having the heart. And let's hope that continues for long, right? And Sava, your Pugsy sign is blinking, so you better. Okay, it's up again, right?
Yeah, I'm having a game. My front door went. I forgot I'd ordered a McDonald's breakfast. Sorry, mate. My light's gone. My Spurs Play app isn't working. Have you got Spurs Play?
Oh no, I'm lucky. I don't use Spurs Play. Somehow or another, my service, cable service provider, right, shows a lot of the friendlies these past few years. So I get all the Spurs games. Apart, I think from the Wickham, the Wickham game they showed. I don't know. I think I'm in Malaysia. I think most probably Astro. I'm going to big them up now, right? Has bought Spurs Plays from Spurs. So we are getting all the live feed from all the Spurs games, but we've been showing a lot of other games too, right? From my service, cable service provider. So it's a good thing, right? But let's see how that goes. But coming back to at this time for today's game, like I said during the Arsenal game, our back line looks solid, right? Looks solid. Astro Super Sports, yeah. That's my service provider, yeah. Astro, yeah. They're giving them a lot of advertisement here.
Well, Lukeman, welcome.
How I see it now is that I want to see this, right?
Oh, I think we've lost you a bit. I'm having a nightmare here. Can you hear me? Lubo, can you hear me?
Yeah, clearly.
So I've lost complete access to Spurs Play.
Have you?
I've lost access to Spurs Play. My light's flickering. I'm having a nightmare.
Seasons.
Oh, hang on. Oh, Eugene, we lost you ages ago. Eugene, we lost you minutes ago. I think he's gone. Oh, yeah, his internet's dropped completely. Lubo, good morning. How are you, sir?
All good, you?
Yeah, just having a Mackie D's breakfast. People think that's all I live on. If they watch this, if they just watch my watch-alongs.
Morning all, morning everyone in the comments and who's viewing. We've got a good midfield today, haven't we?
I think the team just. I think. Look, the thing I would say is when you take out a couple, you see the lack of depth. I think when you take out a couple of players, for me, the midfield. So I'm not just trying to wind Lube up. I think when you take out a player and put Gray in, for me, automatically the midfield looks weak. I think he's a poor footballer. You know how I feel. I think the forward line is where I really struggle, though, Lubo. I look at that forward three and I go, oh, this is. I know Son's going, but the other two can't be in that first 11 for me in big Champions League games. For me,
yeah. I don't think there will be.
No, I'm not saying it will, but
I don't think there will be. I think he's got to replace.
I don't think the other two are as well, mate. I don't think Richie and Odegaard are particularly first team starters either. If we're honest.
Well, you'll have Kudus in. He'll start. Solanke will start, and I think he's now got to go out and buy a left winger.
Well, according to
Son.
us, the gold. According to, I think we've. Are you back, Eugene?
Yep, I'm back. Sorry, internet went out for a while. Yeah.
Just so you know, we've not got your camera.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And Marius, when you're saying Johnson is not that bad, I mean, can we please be honest here? What are we doing? If Johnson was not that bad,
you say Johnson is not that good.
Yeah, but again, this is the thing. By the way, this is Marius, who didn't want kudos. He didn't think he's better than Johnson. Like what are we? I don't know what we're doing here. We need better. We need better than Johnson. We need better than Tell. We need better than Solomon. We need better than Richie. And we need better than Solanke. And we need better than Odebert. Because what we're seeing is whenever I watch him in pre-season, guys, have you noticed he's anonymous because he hasn't scored a tap in? I'm not being rude, but he's anonymous in all these games that Brennan Johnson plays. He doesn't do anything if he's not tapping in.
Well, taking out Kudus, I don't think any of the forwards have had a good pre-season.
No, none of them.
I mean, any of them.
I think the best forward I had in the pre-season is Lancashire. You know, and that's the crux of it, right? And the thing is that unless, right, Frank goes into this mode that if he's not to get a striker coming in, right, will he give Lancashire a chance to prove himself? What was that, Mac?
Well, I mean, let's be brutally honest. Lancashire, for me, I'm fully expecting to see that he's going out on loan. I fully expect that Lancashire is going to go out on loan in the next 2-3 weeks. I think he'll follow. It looks like Donnelly's going out on loan. Moore's gone out on loan. Dorrington's gone out on loan. Phillips has gone out on loan. I don't think this is a year. I don't think this is a year where you go, right, let's start blooding in kids. Unless they're exceptional, I don't think that they're going to get the chance this year because we've got a lot to do. I mean, you're in a Champions League year.
But Sava, if we don't actually sign a actual number 9 to come in, right, we can't be depending on Solanke the whole season through with all the games that we're going to play. That's the scary part that, they were all Spurs fans are sitting down here, right? That's the only thing. If we don't sign an actual striker to come in, I guess the only last hope we have is Lancashire. Unless, we haven't even talked about Dane Scarlett, bro.
You've got 5 kids. You've got one that will definitely be in the first team or around the squad, which is Bergvall. And then you've got the other 4 that look to be that they'll be around the squad, which will be Vuskovic, Gray, Lancashire, and there was the other one.
Vuskovic, Gray, Lancashire, and
those 4 I think will be around. They'll be part of the 25-30 that he has to pick from.
Oh, and Lubo, don't forget, right? And good morning to you too, Lubo. Don't forget, right? We need that homegrown academy quota for the Champions League. You get what I'm saying? So we still need to. Oh my God, I don't want to see Austin and Whiteman again.
Whiteman's gone. Whiteman's gone.
Oh, Whiteman's gone. All right. So that means it'll be Austin then. Then the thing is that if we got Austin and Kinski, right? Then you can't have two non-homegrown academy goalkeepers there. That could be one problem there for us too. Then we might have to bring in more, and then you might see like what happened last season with having Olasesi, Ajayi, and all that in the Europa squad. Games, But don't forget, guys, we are playing the Champions League now. It's no joke there. You can't have that kind of levels of players coming in, right? But we will have to endure it, right? Because to tell the truth, I'm not sure what's the. I think it's 25 players for the Champions League, right? Registration 25, 26.
Yeah, 25. Wait, at the moment we got 22.
22 only.
So it's a problem. It's a problem.
No, that means that's including the youngsters.
Yeah. Well, no. Not the under 21s, but you've got 22 so far.
That means it's not including our academy homegrown quota players.
Well, the homegrown players, I think we've only got 1.
Oh dear,
I think we've just got 1.
Who's that homegrown? We don't have. To tell the truth, right? If you go through our squad now, right? Who is actually academy homegrown coming out from our squad? Who's going to the first 25 players? We don't have any.
Oh, Danso will be a homegrown player because he spent 3 years.
No, because I think the Champions League rules are, it's not homegrown. It's academy growth, homegrown players. You get what I'm saying? Homegrown, I understand that if you're in the UK, playing in the UK, but the Champions League rules is academy.
I think Danso is the one, Eugene.
Danso, that's homegrown, but not academy homegrown. Yeah.
I think so.
But let's see how that goes. But at the moment in time, like I said, right, all I can say is that, like what Sava's been saying, we do need that out and out number 9.
I should put club trains.
Yeah, club trained, yeah.
Club trained, okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to sort out Spurs play. It won't work on my laptop. I'm struggling to get it on my tablet. Can I ask anyone in the chat, have any of you just got the ring? I've just got a ring going round in the middle over Bergvall.
Want me to try and go on? So I'll see if it's working on mine.
Yeah, if you could, yeah, because this is
okay.
I know.
Yeah, you can check it
I
out.
know.
I'll come off. I'll come off. I'll see.
All right.
Oh.
Yep.
So Lukeman's not great. Oh, what's going on here? Sign in. Oh god, so I'm having a nightmare, Eugene. Here.
Maybe the feed. Maybe the feed isn't up yet, Sava.
No, it's not that. Normally it says feed starts in 30 minutes. Now I've just got a ring going round and round and round. It's not working at all for me. So I'm just trying to log on and see.
Let me see
if I can get it another way.
Let me check if there are any other links for you.
It's so frustrating, the Spurs play up. Every single time there's something you've got to do with it, you know? Gin,
let's see for any link for the game apart from Astro.
Hang on, I might be in here. Go on, Lubo.
You got the picture of Bergvall in the background, and you got the ring going round.
Yeah.
So that's fine. They're obviously not screening yet. Haven't started it.
No, I know, but normally it says 30 minutes till countdown. At the moment, it's just he's blacked out. But I've got the same on my tablet as well. So, and I'm guessing my Wi-Fi is fine because the stream's working.
Yeah,
guys, look, I'll be honest. I'm seeing these reports come out from Alistair Gold saying that Tottenham will not be going in for another forward. I don't see how we can't. Whether that's a striker, a left-sided forward, that forward line is not getting top 5 in the Premier League. No. That forward line for me is weak at best right now. And other than Kudus, I'll be honest, that could be a bottom half Premier League forward line, if I'm honest. That's a forward line I would expect to see Wolves or Palace or somewhere like that.
Based on what you've seen so far under Ange with Telenoda, you've got to hope that Frank will get more out of both of them.
I hate to break it to people. You do realise Telenoda have been available to watch before they played for Ange Postecoglou. And Tel did nothing at Bayern Munich. Odegaard did nothing really at Burnley. You can't just blame Ange for everything.
No, but what you can do is you can be confident that Frank will get more out of them.
Yeah, but brilliant. But surely we're a Champions League football team. We shouldn't be talking about getting more out of certain players. We should be talking about having proper players in from the get-go.
Well, listen, if this is the case, we're going to have a chat with Sean tomorrow night and just say, ring your chairman and make budget available.
Oh, no. Then Sean will tell you, go and talk to your CEO then.
That's right.
Yeah, it's I just find it puzzling. Like if Son's going, that frees up £200,000 a week in wages. Plus, you've already got the money that was there for Morgan Gibbs-White. Plus the 15 million we're going to get from LA for Son. That money should be there. Now, if Spurs are sensible, they could go and get a left-sided player and a striker. You could go and get Mikatadze and Calamundo for £75 million. Do you know what I mean? Or go and buy in a Sesko for £75 million. But for me, this group of forwards can't be the forwards, come the 1st of September. I think it will be utterly a slap in the face for the Spurs fans if that's the group of forwards they've decided is good enough for the Champions League.
No,
Because
we've
those
seen
forwards
it.
weren't even good enough for Europa League, were they? If we're
Yeah,
going to be
we've
honest.
seen it, right? We know that unless, like what you've been saying, right? Unless somehow Frank does some magic on Tell and Tell all of a sudden turns into this goal scoring machine, right? The worst part is that Solanke isn't even a goal scoring machine for us last season. You get what I'm saying? He wasn't even in double figures in the Premier League. You get what I'm saying? The only thing is that I think Johnson was the only one in double figures for us in the Premier League the whole of last season. So the only thing is that, and we all were saying that Johnson was in double figures because he is more or less a tap-in merchant. It was the style of play of Ange that created that positions for him to score, right? So the only thing now I can say is that how can we not go out and get an out-and-out, proven striker, right? Yep. Why don't we go for Mateta? And there's a problem with Visa now, right? What's happening with Visa?
Brentford have now said he can go. Brentford have said that Wissa can go. For me, I said this last night, Eugene. A lot of people disagreed. I think this is a no-brainer. This is a senior pro who knows the Premier League, knows Thomas Frank, scores goals, getting better year on year, is a different profile to Solanke and Richie. For me, if we've got anything about us, sorry, 1 second. If we've got anything about us, go and slap that 35, 40 million pound down. Say, Wissa, fancy moving 5-6 miles across London. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? For me, that's if we lined up first game of the season, guys, and you had Kudus, Solanke, Wissa. I'm more comfortable with that than I am with Tell, Odegaard, Kudus, for example.
Yeah, of course we would be more comfortable with that, right? Because at least Wissa has got at least 19 goals to 20 goals in the Premier League. It's proven. You get what I'm saying? But only thing now we can say now is that we're all going to sit back and see how this all plays out. Guys, we've got another, 27 days or 26 days before the window closes. But the thing is that will Visa want to come or not is another thing. The other thing is that there are other players out there, whether we can go for them as an out-out striker. And of course, we've been linked to Moani again, but he doesn't want to come. Yeah, there's some people talking Højlund is going for 30 million. We've seen Højlund being shit. We ain't going to go for Højlund, right? That's the same thing. You're going to say, I ain't paying that kind of money for Højlund. Are you going to bring Højlund in? Can actually Frank get a tune out of Højlund, after being such a bad player for Manchester United for past 2 seasons, right? But the better options are, like I've been saying before, our recruitment and our scouting needs to improve, right? There are players out there. There are players out there that we can actually bring in. You get what I'm saying? But, as I can see it at this moment in time, we are hanging on, right, in the way that we've been hanging on forever. And Sava, to tell the truth, right, everybody's saying that we've got that 60 million pound parked somewhere. Where's the proof of that 60 million pounds being parked somewhere, right? We made a bid.
Sure. But to have made the bid, the money must have been there. Because if Nottingham Forest had accepted, Spurs would have had to buy. So the money must be there, Eugene. The money must be there somewhere.
But the thing is that, Spurs will never cough up 60 million pounds up front, Sava. You get what I'm saying? If you're willing to cough up 60 million pounds up front, right, why don't we just get the Eze thing done on the spot? Because Crystal Palace, the rumors is out there, right? That's the deal with Eze at the moment now. And I'm sure his release clause has passed his deadline. I think yesterday was the deadline, or is it today is the last day before his release clause is over? Because once that release clause is passed, right, it goes into a different ball game. You get what I'm saying? So if you can't secure him now, the price is going to go up to 80 million. Yes, but the problem with Crystal Palace, they wanted 37 million up front. You get what I'm saying? And if we really had that 60 million parked there, right, waiting to be spent, why couldn't we just go for Eze and solve that left-hand side problem and get rid of Richie straight away?
But sorry. I've finished now.
Okay. Big up, guys, please. Okay. Martin Richards, happy birthday. Yeah, big up. Hope you have a good birthday today. Right? Hope you have a good birthday today. Right.
I would say this. There must be a reason why we've not been in talks so far this window. I'm not saying It's 100% we don't get him. I don't think we will. I'll be pleasantly surprised if we do. But I don't think with Eze, it's a case of just putting the money down. I think that he wants Arsenal. I just think it's whether or not Arsenal can make it happen. Where are you at, Lubo? Do you agree with that statement? If Arsenal right now bid to Palace, I think Eze says, yeah, absolutely, I'm there.
Yes, I mean, no one else has bid, have they? So if he wants away from Palace, he wants a big club, then he's going to take it. My personal feeling is that if Frank had wanted Eze, if he'd have seriously wanted him, he'd have bid for him by now.
I agree. Maybe Eze doesn't want Spurs. As I've said also, maybe.
You've also got to think that Frank had Kudus as top of his list, ahead of Eze.
But they play different positions, right?
No, listen, if he's got, you don't know what money he's been promised. They are in different positions, but he wanted, we were told he wanted the 6 and the right winger. He's got those 2 now. So let's see what else. He gets in the next 4 weeks.
All I know is we've got to. Hang on, I've got it. Okay, it looks like it's working again now. All I know is we've got to strengthen for me. We've absolutely got to strengthen in those areas. I don't think that what we've got there enough. I don't think we've got anybody there that gets 20 goals a season. I don't think we've got. Maybe Solanke gets 15, maybe. But from what I've seen in his career.
Maybe he gets 20. Under Frank, maybe he gets 20.
I can't see it. I just don't think he's lethal. I do not think this guy is clinical. There's a difference. When you play for Bournemouth, right, and teams aren't sitting back against Bournemouth, no disrespect, but when he played for them, teams didn't sit back against Bournemouth. You get space, you get time. When teams play Tottenham, they'll sit back a bit more. Right? Teams won't show us the respect they show Bournemouth. That's where you need forwards that can create out of nothing. I don't think he's that guy. Listen, I might be wrong. I've got him down for 15 league goals this season. If I'm wrong, superb. If I'm wrong because he gets 18, 19, 20, brilliant. But
I'm sure he's going to get 15. I don't even have confidence he'll get 15. Right?
Well, no, but the thing is that's my point. That's my point, Eugene, that I'm not that confident with it. In the chat right now, league goals, not overall, league goals. How many league goals do you think Dominic Solanke is going to get? And we'll do Champions League a bit later. How many league goals are you confident that Dominic Solanke scores in this team, guys? I'm going with 15.
Yeah. A good season for Solanke coming up, right? 10 to 15 goals will be a good season for him. You get what I'm saying? 10 to 15 goals will be a good one.
League goals.
If he does anything,
goals, I think he's good. He's good
Premier League goals. Yeah, Premier League goals, 10 to 15. If he does anything above
he's only
that,
done it once though, right? Eugene, he's only ever got more. He's only ever got 15 or above once in his career. So when 18, people are just put banking on it, I'm not so sure where this confidence comes from with Solanke. I'll be honest, when we signed him, I didn't want him. I've never seen anything in him where I go, you should be up front for Tottenham Hotspur. Sorry. No, well, I'm not sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I want better. I don't make any apologies for it. I don't make any apologies for it. We berate Daniel Levy. We berate the scouting team. We berate these people, and then we start praising average forwards. No, I'm not having it. I don't. Somebody in my chat just now said, "Oh, you lot have written off Tell." It's not that I've written him off, but I don't see any of the other clubs in and around us signing players at that level. I don't see Chelsea signing players that have done as little as Tell in his career. Like, Tell's done nothing in his career. I know he's young, but he's done nothing to suggest that is a Son replacement. Now, if we're saying that's the guy that learns, develops, and coaches behind a proper left winger, fine. But that can't be the guy. Can't be, surely.
No, can't be the guy now. You know, if you say Franks has got his 2 years with him and he's turned into something different, then maybe. But when you're talking, I understand what Sava is saying. We want something now because we're not playing in the Europa or the Conference League. We're going up another level. We're going to play against, you know, the Champions League teams and all that. That's what we need, a higher level, better quality standard wingers and strikers to come in. Whether Solanke will be able to carry us along the way from the Premier League to the Champions League, right? I'm doubtful. Sava is doubtful. We have not seen it last season. He didn't score more than 10 last season in Premier League, if I'm not mistaken, right? And the thing is that, will he, you know, in the Conference League, how many did he score? He didn't, I mean, sorry, in the Europa League, he didn't score like a handful of, I mean, a lot of goals in the Europa League. So all I can say is at the moment now, what we do need is left fullback, a winger, proper winger, and a striker. Then that will give us a real challenge for the coming season in the Premier League and the Champions League. I'm not even going to say what positions we're going to get, but at least we have to try to get out of the group stages in the Champions League, right? And in the Premier League, we have to be at least in the top 10 and above, right? But Sava, I got to make a move. I'm going to go over and start my show soon. And the thing is, thanks for having me on. Guys, don't forget, please go over to subscribe to Spurs Vision TV. And guys, today I'm doing a double header, right? After the Newcastle game, right? I'm going straight into the F1, Formula 1 in Hungary, Hungaroring. And the biggest surprise, right? Charles Leclerc is in pole position. Thanks for having me on, Sava. Have a good watch along.
Take care, mate. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Big up. Thanks, everyone. Please subscribe to Spurs Suasion. Hang on, what's going on here? I'm sure Perchy did something to my screen the other day. There we go. We'll get that back up. Yeah, look, I don't know. I just look at it and I think, goalkeeper-wise, listen, I'm not a big Vicario fan, but goalkeeper-wise, defence-wise, I think we're fine. As long as one doesn't go, I think we're fine. Maybe a new left-back, but I think we're going to see Spence is going to be that guy. Defensive midfield and hard-working midfield-wise, we're okay. Bergvall, Bentancur, Paulinho, I think we're okay. Yeah, Sarr, we're okay. It's going this way. And the thing is, this is normally where we're strongest. Going this way for me, over the years, I think we've started to get just progressively worse year in, year out. I think they've got to pull a rabbit out of the hat. Calamundo, I don't know, Wissa, I think we need something quick, because somebody in the chat said to me, what I'm saying about Solanke, isn't it the same for Wissa? I think the difference with Wissa's got pace. Wissa is a runner in behind. Wissa will run at centre halves. This is something that Solanke doesn't do. I think we need better, mate. That's where I'm going to end that bit. I think we need better, massively.
Well, we got. If you look at it, you got Kudus and Odegaard on the right. You got Johnson and Tell on the left, and Solanke and Richie in the middle. And there's your six. Right. Now compare that to the other clubs. Of course. That's why I think Spurs will go out and buy someone. I think we'll get one more.
Do you think with Son, do you think they knew at the time when they bought in Tell? Do you think they knew that Son was leaving, or do you think this has only materialised in the last few weeks to the last month?
Well, Sonny said that it had been a while since he made his mind up.
Right.
But he didn't actually specify how many months.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have been that 3, 4, 6 months ago, he felt now was the time to go. I think it was interesting. I've had some interesting conversations since the news yesterday morning broke about who you think is the biggest Spurs legend, Son or Kane.
Oh, gosh. Not this again. Not this again.
And I've got to go for Sonny. Because he stayed and won a trophy. I think if you're looking at the whole thing, if you're not just talking about stats, then I do think that obviously Kane is, after Greaves, the best goal scorer the club's ever seen.
Not in a million years. I've got to disagree with you completely.
Sonny stayed,
but no one bid for him
and wanted.
Hang
on. There's no truth in that. Where'd you get that from?
Hang on. When you're saying Sonny stayed, please show me in the last 3 or 4 seasons when a concrete bid came in for Son and he said no.
Now you're the one that says that people behind the scenes are asking.
That's not what I asked. Show me.
Moving. Liverpool were interested on a couple of occasions in Son, and Son showed no interest. Sonny decided to stay.
So what we're saying there is because he didn't have as much ambition as Kane, he's more of a legend.
Well, he ended up winning, didn't he? He ended up winning a trophy.
I mean, he did, had nothing to do with it, but sure, yeah. Like, I mean, if we're going to go down this route of, we didn't win that Europa League because of Son, did we? In any way, shape, or form?
He stayed and he won a trophy. How many people?
Sorry, I'm not having that Son's a bigger legend than Kane.
Who would you put the Europa League win down to?
Well, it wasn't Son, was it?
Who would you put it down to?
I would put it down to, I would say Madison for getting us there. You would say in the final, the back four for keeping a clean sheet. What did Son do in that Europa League run? What did he do that made him a legend? That's not, for me, that's not why he's a legend. He's not a legend because he won the Europa League with Spurs.
No,
loads of those players did.
Because he played for 10 years. He's the fourth, is he the fourth highest Spurs goal scorer in history? I think he's in the top 10 Premier League goal scorers, possibly. He's had a superb career for Spurs. First season,
no one said he hasn't. No one said he hasn't. Hasn't Kane had a superb career?
He was a 2 or a 9 out of 10. He was very inconsistent, either brilliant or rubbish. But
hang on, hasn't Kane had a superb career for Spurs? Why is Son's better than Kane's?
Now, I've heard you say, when it comes to finals and semi-finals and what have you, the big games, I've heard you say Kane doesn't turn up.
Same with Son. Yeah, absolutely.
Son does turn up.
When?
Well, if you remember the Etihad.
Right, wasn't a semi-final or a final.
Well, that was a quarter-final. There was a massive game.
Whoa. If you're going to bring up a point, if you're going to bring up a point, at least stay consistent. You just said Kane for
semi-finals for Kane, but if you go back to a quarter-final, I think you'll see that Sonny turned it on and always scored against Man City, who've been the best team in the last few years.
I've got no doubt, but we're saying, basically you're saying, in your opinion, is that Son's a bigger legend than Kane because Son didn't leave. I've not seen anywhere in the last 3 or 4 years, like, as I said last night on the show, Alexander Isak, yeah? Look, everyone knows he wants out. Everybody knows that the big bids are on the table from big clubs, right? I've never, ever seen that with Son, ever. I'm not knocking him, but I can't say that because Harry Kane had ambition that he's not a legend.
I didn't say he wasn't a legend. I said Sonny is a bigger legend.
I don't get how. I think the emotional sentimentality here from fans, because Son's happening right now. When Kane left, it was an utter blow. Sonny leaving isn't a blow.
Because Kane left at the top of his game and Sonny's leaving when he's on the way down.
Sure.
Big difference. If this had been Son leaving 2 or 3 years ago, it would have been a massive blow.
So why has Son stayed those extra 2 years than Kane? Because who's going to want him when he's on his way down? Kane left in the peak of his powers.
I'm sure if Son had expressed a wish to leave, I'm sure there'd have been big clubs that would have come in for him.
In the last 2 years?
2 years ago. Yeah, definitely 2 years ago.
When
Kane left, definitely.
I think the revisionism here.
Sonny's been on the way down the last 2 years, but up to then, Sonny was a superb player for Spurs.
No one, but again, stop doing that. No one's saying he wasn't a superb player for Spurs. No one's saying that. But sorry, the revisionism. All I've heard for 2 years is Kane. Like I'll call you out from you. Kane, the best player this. Kane, got to get Kane back. I've got to tell you something. So we've got to get Kane. Son then leaves. Oh, I've got to tell you, Sav, Son's the bigger legend. Hang on. Who's been saying that? No one. Now all of a sudden, because he's actually left, he's the bigger legend than Kane.
Spurs legend. Sonny stayed and won a trophy. Kane bolted.
He had nothing to do with winning the trophy, did he?
Kane wanted out 4 years ago. In 21, he was walking around a golf course with Gary Neville, wanting to leave for City. So
there you go. Wayne's got it. Yeah. So by your logic, Archie Gray played some part in that final. Was he a bigger legend than Harry Kane?
That's stupid. Well, that's a stupid thing to come out.
By the way, people like this grow up.
174 goals for Spurs in 10 years.
People like this,
ridiculous analogy.
People like this grow up, not ungrateful. I'm literally saying I don't think he's a bigger legend for Spurs than Harry Kane. That's not being ungrateful. Listen to what's coming out of my mouth. I'm sorry. You have banged on about Harry Kane for 2 years. You and many others. Please bring him back. Bring him back. Bring him back.
I still want him back. He's still at that level that he could come back to Spurs in the Premier. He'll be back in the Premier League this time next year. With whom
he may well do. So yeah, there you go. So is Ben Davies a legend because he hung around?
Well, look at Davis's stats and look at Sonny's stats.
Right. So now right. Okay, you see what you're doing, Luke? No, hang on. You see what you're doing? You're tying yourself in a pretzel.
No, performance levels. We're talking about performance levels.
1 minute, it's not about stats. It's about loyalty. The next minute, it's about stats. You're all over the place.
No, I'm not.
So why is Son? So Son's a bigger legend than Spurs because we've had him for 2 years longer whilst he's been getting steadily worse. That doesn't make sense.
Sonny, over the 10 years, with a trophy to finish off with.
Sure, which he had nothing to really do with.
It doesn't matter.
But you don't.
Hang on. You do not diminish the situation because he went.
No one's diminishing it, but you're making it out like we won it because of him. We didn't win the Europa League because of him.
He still has 7. I didn't say because of him. I said he hung around and he ended up lifting that trophy, and he stayed. He was loyal to the club.
Oh, and Harry Kane wasn't loyal to this club.
Harry Kane was, but Sonny was more.
So
Sonny stayed. Kane left. Kane wanted out 4 years ago.
Do you know where I'm going to tie you up in your own pretzel? Why did he want out? Ambition.
He wanted out
because hang on, Lubo, let me talk. Lubo, let me talk. Jesus Christ, let me get. Yeah, but I haven't finished the fucking sentence. It's really annoying. You bitch and moan about Daniel Levy and Enoch every single day. We let Kane down. We let Kane down. We let Kane down. No wonder he wanted to leave. Now I wasn't loyal because he wanted to leave. Well, hang on. He's gone to win big things. He wants to win big things with Bayern Munich. I don't think he's been unloyal to Tottenham in any way, shape, or form.
I think Sonny's been more loyal to Tottenham because Sonny stayed.
Okay, but where was the Bayern Munich bid?
Where was the Bayern Munich bid? He could have gone.
Where was the Man City bid?
Listen, I'm sure it was put to him. Liverpool are interested. And also how many other? I'm sure there were plenty of teams that showed interest in Son, but he was happy at Spurs.
Sure, which shows a lack of ambition, doesn't it? Let's be brutally honest. It shows a lack of ambition. I can't.
We're not talking ambition here. I'm talking about. I think Son is a bigger legend than Kane.
But because
he stayed. Kane left to win a trophy. Son stayed and won a trophy. Those are facts.
So Son stays is part of a team that is our worst ever in Premier League history. But because of that, he's a bigger legend than Kane, who was never part of a team that shit. Kane was never part of a team that lost 26 games like Son.
No, he wasn't. It wasn't.
Tony, for me, in everything, Kane is head and shoulders above Son. Kane was at this club from about the age of what, 10, 9, 11? I don't know, whatever age.
10 or 11.
10 or 11. So Kane stays at this club for 20 years.
Well,
but because
18 years, I think he was at the club.
But because Sonny stays for the last 2 years, even though he's declining,
we'll have to disagree.
He's a bigger legend.
We'll have to disagree.
I just don't know what we're doing here. He's not as good a player as Kane. He's not as good a passer as Kane. He's not as good a goal scorer as Kane. He wouldn't have had the offers that Kane had. Hence why he's done his whole career at Tottenham. And yet he's a bigger legend.
We don't know that he didn't get offers. We don't know big clubs didn't come in.
Okay, but if he turned them down, then he's got no ambition, has he?
He obviously thought he could win trophies at Spurs.
Sure.
Obviously he would have done. Otherwise, you'd have thought he'd have left. He obviously thought he would, and he did. So
okay. So next time you start crying for Harry Kane to come back, I'm going to say, no, we want Son back. We want Son back. He's a bigger legend.
No, because Kane currently Son is on the way down.
Hence why he stayed. Hence why he stayed and going to USA. Kane's not playing in a crappy old league next season, is he? Son is. There's a reason.
But as Dan always says, players like Kane and Sheringham don't rely on pace. Son does. Now, Son has lost his pace.
Sure.
Which has brought his levels down. Kane doesn't need that. Kane works on what's in his head.
I'm going to remember this, everybody, because the revisionism is scary. The revisionism from Spurs fans is scary. Massive revisionism. You're talking about the club's all-time top goal scorer. Well, and he's just being brushed aside like that.
No, that is. Didn't brush him aside. I didn't say he wasn't a legend. I said Son is a bigger legend.
That is mad. Sava, can I ask, where was the fight from Kane? What do you mean? I don't what fight? What are we talking about? See, again, unless Kane wins the Champions League, his move was basically pointless. Why? He's playing for one of the biggest clubs in world football. Why is it a pointless move? Son played for a club before Tottenham, Kane played for a club after us, so I don't see a difference. Mate, listen, as I said, if we're talking longevity, Kane did nearly 20 years at this football club, and look at the weight. Nah, I'm not having this. Daniel, mate, I don't know what the argument is anymore. You've got one who's a world-class footballer, one who isn't. You've got one who got massive moves, one who didn't. You've got one who's going to have won league titles in his career, one who won't. I don't know what we're doing here. Yeah, exactly, Paige. What are we doing here? I don't know what we're doing here. Hey, Spurs fans, as I've always said, Spurs fans don't know the difference between a great player and a good player. We don't. Kane was a great player. Son was a very good player. Anyway, we move on. What's the score going to be today?
I'll go for a draw.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll go for a draw.
Where are the goals coming from us today? Because one of those is going to have to step up, Lubo. Johnson, Tell, somebody, Sonny on his last, somebody's going to have to step up, because at the moment, I don't know where it's coming from.
Well, Sar's on form, isn't he? So we could get some more from him. He's flying at the moment in front of goal.
Yeah, he is.
Listen, it's early days. We've had, the first two games were mix and match, and we beat Arsenal 1-0 with a superb goal against a better team who had a lot more of the ball, a lot more shots, and they won. Doesn't matter how you win, you win. And if Sar scores, or if whoever, Benson scores, it doesn't matter who scores. As long as someone puts the ball in the back of the net.
No, I agree, but I think it'll be truly worrying if we get through another game where a forward hasn't scored. If I look at the two goals, our last three goals have all been scored by a central midfielder.
Yeah.
The game against Reading was, all right, Lancashire as a kid, and then Vuskovic. At the moment, none of our forwards have scored in pre-season other than Lancashire. This is something I think we've got to remedy. But listen, I really want to I really want to see, as much as I don't rate them, I want to see Tell.
For the car. Be 1 minute.
I love it when Lubo's wife comes in, just starts talking. Big up to everybody. Yeah, absolutely. Lee, absolutely, my man. Let's see what he is made of. He's somebody that I've not really been impressed with in any appearance I've seen him make for Tottenham Hotspur. But hey, he's young. Let's see what he's made of in central midfield. Let's see what he's made of. Maybe today he gives a great game. He's up against another very young central midfielder in Lewis Miley. By the way, guys and girls, everyone, just relax. When Lubo and I and Dan and I, we have these types of debates, don't worry. It's all for entertainment. We're just having debates. It's just all it is. And I agree with you, honest truth. Kane is the reason we were even considered. How many seasons where Spurs weren't that great, but you knew Kane would get you 30 goals and keep us up there? Hey, it is what it is. They're both gone, essentially, so we can absolutely move on. Spurs play looks like it's working again now, is it? Okay. Hang on. Spurs play is so fiddly. It's really fiddly. So, Sonny going. Obviously, we lost Kane a little while back. Unfortunately, we have weakened in our forward line, and I think that's got to be addressed. Let me do some super chats. Big up some very generous people out there. Big up to 7. Said, I think Sonny was only so good because of Kane. I agree, Sanctuary. I agree. I think Kane made Sonny. I think that Sonny's a quick forward who scores goals, but I think Kane and his ingenuity made it. That's why it's a non-starter for me. Big up to you, Sanctuary. Really appreciate that. Aris, always very, very generous. I appreciate that, my man. Just a super sticker. He doesn't need to say words. Just a super sticker in there. By the way, you guys have been really tight. There's 900 of you in here and only 270 likes. Can we please get that to 400 right now? Let's get that to 400. And only had 4 new subscribers throughout the entire show. Come on, people. We can do much better than that. The link's going in now. Come on, people. That should be on 400 likes. And the reason why YouTubers want likes is it shares the algorithm around and helps people see the show and join. So please do smash that button. Where are we? Big up to you, Aris. Really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. And then Atavatron Wembley said, never let it be forgotten how much Levy drove Son and Kane into the ground over several seasons by failing to secure quality support up front. Sure, I don't doubt that in any way, shape or form. It was always Kane's Son and then another, wasn't it? Whether it was a Bergwijn or a Mora, you know what I mean? Or a Danjuma, or do you know what I mean? It was always someone, right? It was always somebody on the side, but not really a top player. But big up to you. Big up Atavatron Wembley. I completely agree with you there. And thank you to all those who are now smashing that like button. We're nearly at 350. So thank you very much. I don't know. I don't know about a score prediction today. It's really difficult to tell now. It's really difficult to tell. Mapping, mate. I'm going to mapping. Stop. You did this all day yesterday. Loads of people in the chat are disagreeing with me. You people all agree with Sav, even if he says sun rises from the west. Loads of people are disagreeing with me. See, look, Ansav disagrees with me. Of course, I think my opinion is correct. Who doesn't think their opinion is correct? Use this. Use your brain. Why would anyone have an opinion that they think isn't correct? Think about it. When people say nonsense like that, well, let's hope the goals do come from there. Let's hope the goals do come. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Sav, you only think your opinion is correct. I didn't say he's not a legend. Use your ears, and Sav, use your ears. Another one. See, look, mapping. Loads of people are disagreeing with me in the chat. It's okay. Mapping. It's okay. They can disagree with me, but they're not rude dickheads like you. That's the problem. They're just disagreeing with me. Oh, my God. Right, Ansav, you've said it 5 times now. One more, you're gone. Stop. No need to spam. No need to spam. Look, I'm just not sentimental about footballers leaving the club. That's all it is. I'm not sentimental. I genuinely don't care that he's going. He's had his day. He's been a great player for Tottenham. He's moved on. Kane moved on. Hadn't had his day, but we knew he was going. He had 1 year left on his contract. We knew he was going to go. I care now about what are we going to do? What are Tottenham going to do to replace Son? What are Tottenham going to do to replace the goals and assists that we once had with Son? Let's see. Let's see. Tony said we got to get a striker. We need a finisher. Yeah, listen. If it's not a striker, it's got to be another wide forward. I think we've got to get something into this club, something different, something more dynamic than what we've already got. Lubo, looking at the back 4, Porro and Romero keep their places. Danso and Davis come in. I've got no problem with any of that, really, for a friendly. Got no problem with any of that. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. There you go. There you go. I've unmuted you.
He needs to see all of them, doesn't he? He's brought
Yep.
them all out. It's pointless playing the same players. He doesn't gain anything from that. So, yeah, no, I'm pleased. I'm happy with that. You listen, it's a pre-season friendly at the end of the day. So, we'll see. If we can win, great. If we don't, okay. As long as, again, players get match fitter, and he can see what he can see if players can fit into his system. Then great. Actually, I think it was Kane made Son what he was actually, not the other way around.
Kane made Son.
I think Kane, in terms of Kane played to Son's strengths more than any other.
They complemented each other.
They were a fantastic partnership.
They complemented each other absolutely superbly. Yeah, you don't have partnerships like that built overnight, and you don't.
No, of course,
you know, I said this from when Kane left. That the problem that you've got is we create players like Harry Kane. We don't buy players like Harry Kane, and that's why it's always going to be very, very difficult to replace. So for that, but with Sonny, it needs to be scouting. With Sonny, it needs to be how we found Sonny. We need to go and find a player and go, yeah. And at the moment, I just don't think we have. Odegaard, Tell, for me, are not that guy. If they prove me wrong, they prove me wrong. It is what it is. Stephen, it's pre-season. There was no way that Frank was going to play his strongest team against Arsenal, Newcastle and Bayern, then PSG, then start against Burnley. He needs to see the players playing. It's managed. Yeah, listen, Marius disagrees with me on Kudus. Yeah, it is what it is. Do I think we could sign Anthony Gordon? Not a chance. Can we sign Anthony Gordon? I mean, bless me. Newcastle United, if Spurs went in for Anthony Gordon, how much do you truly believe they're going to ask for him when he's got 5 years left on his contract? Like, I mean, guys, he's homegrown. I'd love Anthony Gordon, Lubo. I'd love him.
Well, you're looking at that 70 million figure again, aren't you? Really? I think. Listen, Newcastle have shown with Isak. Nah, you want him, pay, and I think they do it with Gordon as well. I think that's a £90 million asset right there. Spurs wouldn't bid 50 million for him. I think Newcastle ended up getting in for 40. But Spurs could have gone for him. It was spoken about before he joined. And we didn't.
No.
We didn't.
No, I didn't cry. I haven't cried when anyone announced. Not one player at this club when they've left have I cried. No. No,
I tell you what, I did feel a bit down because for me, I love that Pochettino era. And Sonny's the last of that team to go. And I don't include Davis in it. Davis was always on the fringe, but that team that was just superb with Sonny and Kane, Dele, Ericsson, Walker, Rose, etc. That was for me, and that was the best period probably that I've had supporting the team because it went over 4 or 5 years, and we didn't have this consistently. We haven't had this in the past. For me, it's it's been a year here, 2 years there. You had maybe 3 and 4 years in the 80s, but we've never had football like that. And we were the best team in the Premier League results-wise without actually winning the trophy over those 2 years between 15 and 17.
Agreed.
So everyone used to go to Spurs and everyone really looked forward to seeing the team. You just knew they were going to play some great football. And it's a shame. Yeah, he's the last of that era. He's the last one to go. But you've got Frank in, and I think now is the right time for Sonny to go.
Agree. And this is what. But the thing is, I don't cry about footballers leaving my club. I didn't even cry when this man left the club. I didn't even cry when this man.
Not when Gino left.
I haven't cried when anyone's left. I'm a grown man. I don't cry when footballers. Oh no, multi-million-pound footballers left. Come on. There's ever a degree of anyway. Lubo, you staying for the game?
Yeah, I'll have to switch on to the phone because I'll watch the game with the volume down. Where are we? Oh, it's 12:02. Game must be starting now.
At the moment,
I'll
Eddie
come back
Howe's
on.
just writing something down. Right, there's somebody about to announce something in the middle of the pitch. No idea what they're announcing. And the mic wasn't working, and it is.
Philly's just asked, who would I have Spurs buy to replace Son? That's a no-brainer. You bring Eze in if you can get him. For me, that would be my number one choice.
I'd love Eze. I think we all know that. I think we all love Eze, right? I think everyone wants Eze.
Yeah.
Xavi
Simons after that.
Simons is about time for Chelsea.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, I hear Chelsea are in for Garnacho. I mean, Chelsea are in for everyone.
But that's because they want to win. like with us, we're going one in, one out. If Chelsea are signing Garnacho and Simon, they're giving themselves a squad. But hey, yeah, listen, sorry, I cry every day, you mug. Okay, guys, why do we need to be rude? But come on, let's stop being rude in the chat, please. Can we stop doing this?
I'll come
honestly.
Back to your phone, Sav.
Yeah, go on. As I said, I had to turn off the comments on the stream last night because of how rude people are being over whether or not somebody thinks somebody else is world class. It's absolutely ridiculous. Jesus, what is wrong with people in the chat? What is wrong with people? The game hasn't started yet. Still hasn't started. We're just waiting. It looks like Sonny and PSJ. I don't know who PSJ is. Right, so the game's about to start. Here we go. I might be a few seconds in front or behind people. You don't need to keep saying it in the chat. Don't worry. I can only go as quick as my Spurs play goes. All right. Come on. Here we go. We're off and underway. Newcastle kicking from right to left in their green kit. Spurs in their black kit from left to right in this first half. For anyone who didn't see the team, is Kinski, Porro, Romero, Danso and Davis, Archie Gray, Papa Sarr and Bentancur with Tell. Well, let's have a look, see who's playing. Son on the left, Tell up front, and Brennan Johnson is on the right. From what I can see, Brennan Johnson started on the right-hand side, Tell on through the middle, and Son on the left. You haven't missed anything. Nothing's really happened so far. Just still in the first minute as Kinski dinks a ball over towards Son, but easily won there by Fabian Schär. And now Kieran Trippier can come forward with the ball. Gives the ball to Jacob Murphy. Inside to Gomares. Really good tackle from Son. Gives it to Sarr. Now into Tell, who is pulled down just inside our own half. Pulled down by Dan Burn, and Tottenham Hotspur are going to have a free kick. So nothing of note has happened yet. Nothing of note has happened. I'll let you know as soon as anything does, people. By the way, please do smash the like button. It really, really does help. Please smash that like button. I'm not sure about that, my man. I'm not sure this team's got 5-0 in it, but we'll see. Anyway, here's Pedro Porro. He dinks a ball over the top. Brennan Johnson's going to race after that, but Pope's come a long way out and then sliced the ball wide for a throw-in. To Tottenham Hotspur. Spurs have got a very interesting kit on here as well. I think this was designed by a local artist, maybe they were saying. Thank you to all those that have subscribed as well. We've had 10 new subscribers during this show. If anyone else would like to subscribe, then the link is pinned. So thank you very much. So corner kick, Matisse Tell's going to take it right-footed from the right-hand side. Matisse Tell whips it in. It's found its way all the way through to Sarr. His shot blocked by Pope. It's bouncing around in the box, headed clear, and then the volley back in from Bentancur fizzles wide. But Papa Sarr again seems to be the danger man for Tottenham. The corner, it wasn't a great corner, but it sliced off Murphy, and Sarr was on his own on the edge of the box. Half volley into the ground. Pope pushed it away, and then Bentancur sliced his shot wide. Here's Spurs. Here's Brennan Johnson. Johnson shoots. Tottenham are 1-0 up. Tottenham are 1-0 up. Brennan Johnson has just put the ball in the bottom corner. Fair play to him. Lovely little finish. He picked the ball up centrally after Newcastle. They wanted the foul. They didn't get the foul. The ball broke into the path of Brennan Johnson. Very nice finish. Well done, Brennan. Like that. Nice finish into the bottom corner. And Tottenham Hotspur are 1-0 up after 3 minutes of this pre-season game. 1-0 up after 3 minutes. I'll talk you through it again in a minute. Newcastle wanted the foul. I didn't think it was. Let's have another look. So Newcastle played the ball out. Really good pressing from Danso. And let's have a look. Yeah, brilliant from Danso. Johnson takes the shot. I think it's hit Burn. I want to see it again. Johnson takes the shot. I think it's hit Burn and gone under the keeper. But a nice bit of play from Danso, a nice finish from Brennan Johnson, and really, really good pressing there from Danso. Tottenham 1-0 up against Newcastle United. Tottenham 1, Newcastle United 0. Brennan Johnson. But fair play, real fair play to Danso there. Don't know if you've seen the goal, Lubo.
I certainly did.
Really, really good play by Danso, and a nice little finish from Brennan Johnson into the bottom corner.
Yeah,
much needed. Much needed.
I mean, Sarr could have scored before then, couldn't he?
Yeah. Sarr's developing a knack of getting into good areas. It's a very good knack to get into. But Tottenham 1, Newcastle 0. And Tottenham are coming away again here. There's Tell. Poor pass from him. But again, one back by Archie Gray, but the ball was loose and goes back into Nick Pope. So quite a quick start here by, we look up for it, Lubo.
I'm in front of you, by the way.
What are you on?
5:20.
How am I so far behind? What are you on now?
5:33.
I'm on 5:32. Here's Son, left-hand side, cuts in, dinks a ball across, but he had 3 men in front of him, and between the 3 of them, they managed to block. Newcastle look a little bit of 6s and 7s here.
We're sharp out the blocks today, aren't we?
Yeah, sorry, I'm having a nightmare with my...
Massive. This is a massive game for Gray. If he wants to be in that squad this season, then he's got to perform today.
Yeah. Well, let's see what he's made of. Let's see what he's made of. Because you know me, I've been a critic, and so far, I think I'm justified in what I've said. But Lubo, I always say to you, happy to be proven wrong by any footballer. It's just opinions. Here's Dan Burn. Tottenham now got every man behind the ball. There's Fabian Schär. Plays the ball across. What second you on, Lubo?
6:43, 44, 45.
Yeah, we're on the same thing. Yeah, we're on the same now.
Just gone out for throwing.
As Richard says, we're winning the league. Sure, absolutely, my man. Go and put your money on Spurs.
I'd love it.
I'll tell you what, though, you can already see, though, the organisation and the pressing is very good. Very good from Tottenham. Big fan of Thomas Frank.
I'd love it. I can't see it, but I'd love it if Spurs were like the surprise package of the season, like Forest were last year.
People are asking where the game is. Spurs play. I'm sure it's probably on some streams as well, but I don't know where. Listen, I like that from Brennan Johnson. Picking the ball up centrally, driving it low.
Yeah.
Want to see more of that. There's a ball over the top. Into Stunny. Brings it down. Oh, he couldn't. He was offside. It was offside. Brought it down well, brilliantly. And you're thinking, just dink it over the top.
Yeah.
And he couldn't. Cool. It was tight whether it was offside or not.
Lovely ball from Porro, wasn't it?
Like, yeah, he's got a wonderful pass as Porro, hasn't he? He's got a wonderful pass. By the way, please keep liking the stream. We should be on 500. We should be on 500. We're only on 388. Come on, people. There's 1,000 of you in here. There's 1,000 of you in here. Anyway, here's the ball switched by Bruno Guimaraes really well to Murphy. Murphy, is he going to put that in? No, Tottenham have doubled up. So he's gone back to Bruno Guimaraes. Now they've played a good ball into the box, but Gordon couldn't take it in his path. And it's dinked away by Brennan Johnson, but to nobody. Tell's going to put the pressure on, though. And I want to see something today from Tell. I really do. I want to see, you know, when you want to see a moment that makes you go, oh, yeah. I want to see something, Lubo.
Yeah, I think we all do with Tell.
By the way, Adamola Lukeman has handed in a transfer request because he wants to join Inter. That news is coming straight from Fabrizio Romano. By the way, if anyone's not subscribed, please do in the chat. We're only 70 away now from 20.5k. So we would have done 500 subs in a month. So the link is pinned. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. Next time I'm at the TalkSport studios, I will tell them. That wasn't facetious, by the way. I have been there twice in the last month. And it's where the Sun do all their filming as well. Great ball over the top. Brennan Johnson's running onto it. Good defending that. Was that Dan Burn? I'll tell you what, Dan Burn turned on the afterburners there, didn't he? No pun intended. I really like this kit as well. Danso steps in again. This time, the ref said, a little bit too physical, and it's going to be a free kick to Newcastle United. And their fans are going to be slightly worried, Lubo, because they haven't won or drawn a single pre-season game yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends how much they, you know. And one of our attackers has scored. Good, yeah, that's what they're there for. That's what they're there for.
Let me just get the door. Put it back in a sec.
So here's Ben Davis into the path of Danso. He goes across to Kinski. Wasn't a good pass, and Kinski's got he's got there. Now Porro dinks the ball forward into Tell. Taken brilliantly by Brennan Johnson. That's, if he's onside, that is a wonderful pass. He's offside. That all looks a bit too good to be true, didn't it? To be fair, that was a lovely, lovely ball from Brennan Johnson. And what I've noticed, Brennan Johnson's coming inside a lot more in this game. He's coming inside a lot more. Big up to each and every one of you. Thank you very much for all of those who are inside. Hopefully you enjoyed the game and enjoyed my commentary with my co-commentator, old Lubo from Luboville. Anyway, here's Joe Linton. Plays a good ball over the top to Harvey Barnes. Porro's with him. Harvey Barnes comes in on the right-hand side. Good play by Porro. Oh, what a difference it is when Porro's at right back and not central midfield. Tell you what, I'm going to say it. You could tell we're desperately lacking a target man that can hold the ball up here, aren't we? Whenever that ball goes up there, we need a bloke. We need a man up there.
It was overhit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But I just mean in general. Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Newcastle on the right-hand side of our penalty area. But Spurs we look very well drilled at the back there. Really, really well organised.
You know,
I'm really enjoying this version of Tottenham being organised.
yeah, and it also looks so much better because we were so open last year, doesn't it? We're probably no different to a lot of teams, but just a massive improvement on the last 2 years.
Let's hope he does. I mean, again, I'm not going to get carried away with a pre-season goal, but yeah, I hope that all the players cook, so to speak. So a header out, now at the feet of Harvey Barnes. He goes back into Matt Target to Dab Bird. Newcastle just having a couple of minutes of possession here, which is okay. They haven't created anything for it. Now Trippier into, I think that's Lewis Miley. It's difficult because they don't pan in on the players.
No.
And then...
No, he's played on.
Yeah, he's played on.
That's okay. That would have been a Spurs free kick. Just very tight at the back. They're not giving them any spaces, are they? Which is great.
I slightly disagree with this, Ellie. For years, none of these have played like this. So, Frank's gonna have been drilling this lot day in, day out on how to defend like this. They don't just naturally drop into it. You can see the patterns there. You can see, look, the fullbacks. Oh, he's made a mistake. Oh, I'll tell you what, he got away with one there. Danso. The ball looked like it went over his boot. I'll have another look at that in a second. But Newcastle there should have been 1-1. Joe Linton couldn't quite get the finish. And there's a shot.
Way over.
Fizzled wide. Danso just acknowledging to his teammates that that was his fault. I think he knows it. They know it. So it looked like it was Anthony Gordon. Yeah, he's just fly kicked it, hasn't he? And then Gordon put in a lovely ball all the way across, but Joe Linton just couldn't quite apply the finish. And then Fabian Schär with a 30-yarder that flew wide. You can really tell in this team that we miss a centre forward and a playmaker. You could massively tell because whenever it goes up top, it's coming straight back. Here's Jacob Murphy on the right wing up against Danso. Danso this time like taking candy from a baby, and then he's given it away. He's done the hard bit well and the easy bit not very well. I wouldn't say Newcastle are finished. I mean, I'm not sure, dude, we can say that over a pre-season. They were excellent last year, weren't they? What I do think Newcastle needs to do is sort out this Isak situation and quick.
That's too easy, isn't it? It's too easy, look.
Got him behind. There's Gordon.
It's
gone just wide. I tell you what, we got away with that one.
Getting in too easily there.
Yeah, Newcastle have just started to dominate this the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And Newcastle could have had an equaliser. As I've said before, we, at the moment, not one of the forward three can hold on to the ball. We need somebody that can take the pressure off and hold the ball up there. Corner kick, whipped in, gone all the way over everyone, headed out by Brennan Johnson, his son. Let's see how quickly this bounces back. See, look, we've got no one that can hold the ball up. No one that can. So Brennan Johnson gives it to Tell. Tell slipped his man. He's one-on-one. put it away. Tell. Oh God, that is awful. That is absolutely shocking from Matisse Tell. I'm sorry, Lubo. That is absolutely dreadful.
Not good, is it?
What was...
Should have gone round him.
What was that? And now Gordon at the other end, dancing, lays it off to Joe Linton.
We'll play Benson. Cool.
Benton Claw takes it off him. And now Brennan... Oh, what on earth was that from Matisse Tell? That was horrible. Listen, I'm all for giving players a chance, but you can't, if you get one of them chances in the Champions League or the Premier League, that's got to nestle in the bottom corner, Lubo.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's all good. What? It's all good viewing for Frank, isn't it?
God, yeah. Somebody's just messaged me and just said, Tell is fucking awful. He is. I don't see what he does.
It's a poor buy. That was a real waste of 39 million. All in. Shocking waste.
Listen, I would expect anyone who's come from Bayern Munich, you either slide that under the keeper, dink it over him, take it round him. He had so much time. And again, there, look, he can't hold on to a ball, Lubo. This guy cannot be a striker next season for Tottenham. He just can't.
Well,
he can't be.
If he carries on like this, he won't be, will he?
I hope so. I hope so, mate, because I don't understand what the little step over was for. Just finish it, man.
Or just think it over. Sort of dummy, get the keeper sat down and then put it over him.
See, I'd say when you look at Gordon and then Tell, look at how dynamic one is and how dynamic. Right, okay, what you got here, Tell? Down the right hand side, look, I don't know, I'm not sure what he is. I'm not sure. Is he a winger? Is he a striker? Is he quick? Is he not? Is he skillful? I don't know what he is.
We shall find out in the coming months.
I just think that money could have been put somewhere.
Sure, of course.
So much better. Anyway, here's Sarr. Now Porro puts the ball back into Christian Romero. And Spurs can just calm it down a little bit. The ball's coming back to us too quick. We've got to get a Madison on and a striker that can hold the ball up.
See, that's a waste. It's got to go through midfield quicker rather than going back to the keeper. Because Johnson's not going to be able to hold on to long balls like this. That's not his game.
Problem is, none of those people up the top that's their game, Lubo. Not one of them is a hold-up player, are they?
No.
See, this is why I always say I'd like Jack Grealish. If Jack Grealish gets that ball, it's not bouncing back every time. It'll hold on to it, bring others into play. But our fans want someone really, really quick, and that's fine. But if it keeps bouncing back to you... Yeah, absolutely, Trev. Yeah, listen, we're defending much better. This is, yeah. Yeah, not a lot of complimentary things being said about Tell in the chat.
I'm sure. They're creating nothing down our right, that's for sure, Newcastle.
Lurs,
there we go, again, down the left. Down our left again. That's... Come on,
Ben
Sonny.
Davis.
Oh. Yep.
See, Sonny can't hold a ball up anymore either. See, this is why... Look, as much as this is his last game, I'm seeing in this game exactly why he's going.
There we go. Look at the space he's got.
Yeah, Ben Davis. See, Ben Davis is being caught out. Oh, just wide from Joe Linton. Ben Davis is being caught out, whereas Spence wasn't the other day. Good cross from Newcastle, and Joe Linton should be 1-1. Should be 1-1 there.
Yeah.
Should be 1-1. Lurs, no one's crying. If you keep saying silly things like this, I'll just get rid of you, mate. You always do this. Just talk normally like everyone else is in the chat. It's not, but no, it's not. It's not about the result. No, I don't think necessarily if we win, lose, or draw this game, it's the end of the world. What I think is more important is that Frank's getting to see who can do what. I think he's seeing here that Ben Davies, the drop off from Spence to him is huge. And I think what he's seeing here is that the forwards aren't good enough. They're not good enough. Oh, of course I take Gordon. Of course. Class. Class player. There's a ball over the top. No, headed away. Headed away.
So you've got Madison and Kulusevski to come in and link up play rather than hit those long high balls over to Johnson. It'll be a different game when they're playing.
Exactly.
Which is why he's got to play with who he's got here, hasn't he?
Plus Kudus. See, if you've got Kudus, Kulu, and Madison in the team, they all hold on to it, so it doesn't come bouncing back. Completely agree, Lubo. First sensible thing you've said in 2025.
I told you the comedy store awaits you.
Hey. Yeah, you can see it. Like when we've got the ball in midfield now, there isn't that locksmith. You know, there isn't a Kulu or a Madison. That's nice. Now Gray driving at them. What you got? Archie, good ball into Sarr, turns. And Newcastle got enough bodies around him. That was nice from Gray.
Yeah.
Here's Porro. Spurs got a chance now to
Archie.
Have a bit of the ball. There's a ball over the top. Sonny is bundled over. The referee says no. Both the players are down, though, so he's going to stop the game. So whilst both players are down injured, if you could smash the like button, that would be absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. We are 10 away from 500 likes. We should be on way more. There's 1,100 of you in here. And big up to DJ General Tracks, Craig Scott. So, by the way, my uncle is David Howes. Ah, that's what you were talking about last night. Your uncle is David Howes. I liked David Howes. Part of the 91 FA Cup winning team, old David Howes, wasn't he?
He used to sit, his family used to sit in front of me at Spurs in the old West End. Yeah. They used to have Clemence's family sat in front as well. The sort of 6 or 8 seats in front were always taken by players' families. Cooling break. He's looked spark out, doesn't he?
Yeah, you're not missing anything, guys. There is a
drinks break.
Yeah, there's a bit of a break going on, so you're not missing anything at the moment. They're all having a drink. I would say it's been a... Oh, yeah, Brennan Johnson's shot. They've just shown it from that angle. Yeah, it's hit the midriff of Byrne and deflected into the goal. Listen, still not going to take it away from him. He got in the right position, got his shot away, and sometimes you need that bit of luck. But Newcastle have had a couple of good opportunities since, and Matisse Tell has had, would you say, the best chance of the game?
Got to be, hasn't it? Joe Linton's wasn't far behind. If that ball had been played accurately, he's got an open goal from 5 yards, hasn't he?
Mm. For me, I think you've either got it or you haven't. When you're running through on goal like that, that's where I want a Jermaine Defoe. Do you know what I mean? That's where I want a Kane. That's where I want a Son. I don't want that to be Matisse Tell.
Well, listen, this is great for him to watch because he can see he can do better. Frank.
Oh, for sure.
It's a build. By the way, when's Palhinha signing? I've not seen him I've not seen him signing his contract yet.
I think it will be tonight or tomorrow. I've got a feeling they delayed the announcement in respect of Son announcing he's leaving.
Looks probably. It's a good shout.
So anyway, we're back underway here, guys.
Well in. That's it. Good pressing.
Really well done there by Sarr. Here's Brennan
What a
Johnson.
ball.
Over to Son. Oh, Brennan. Oh,
Shocking ball.
and that is my frustration. The easy things. Lubo, that's not a difficult pass, is it?
It's not. It's a 10-yard ball.
It's a 10-yard pass. Like,
Here we are, Gray again.
really well done by Gray.
He's having a good game.
And then he sort of wandered into nowhere. Again, I'll say this again. Our players seem to be doing the difficult thing well, and then the easy thing they're making look hard. Mate, David Howes wasn't terrible. What are you talking about? What are you talking? What is wrong with our fan base?
Class. Go on, Archie.
Really good from Romero. Is Gray. Driving forward. Puts it into Johnson. What you got, Brennan? What you got here? Better into Gray. Good footwork. Lays it off to Tell. Now here's Ben Davis. He puts out wide to Son. This is better from Spurs. Sonny down the line. Pulled across. Corner kick. Nice play. That was really good from Romero. Really nice from Gray. Like that.
He's playing well today, the boy. First time in midfield. He's having a decent game.
He's done all right, yeah. He's done all right.
There we go. Corner from the left.
So it's going to be a corner kick taken by, I think that's Matisse Tell out there. Matisse Tell whips it in. Headed clear by Joe Linton. And I think that's Lewis Miley.
Well done.
And really well played by Brennan Johnson there. We're very good in the press, aren't we? We're very good in the press at the moment.
Looks a different team to last season, doesn't it?
Oh, it looks a team. It looks a team.
Not that we're surprised.
Ajax have just signed a 16-year-old from Morocco.
They're all doing it. So it's you know, with FFP, PSR, whatever you want to call it, you know, clubs are looking to get the players before they cost a fortune. I see City have been buying kids recently, haven't they?
Yeah, but City will buy them, develop them, and sell them for 40 million.
That's a foul. Yeah,
that's got to be a foul.
Good
yeah,
ball from
really well played there.
Apparently, Kinski's been better in pre-season.
Kinski's been very good pre-season.
I love the way there's a conversation about David Howes going on in the chat. David Howes was a good midfielder. No more, no less. He was a good player.
Howes was one of those unsung heroes. You know, he got about. He did all the dirty work. You know, all the.
Yep. So yellow card for Kieran Trippier, of course, the ex-Spurs player. And it's going to be Pedro Porro. It's a long way out from goal, so I wouldn't imagine he's going to shoot. Fair play if he does. It's a long way out. If he's going to go for this. Tell's there as well. I don't want him anywhere near it, if I'm honest. Sorry. He's had a shot over the bar. Over the bar from Pedro Porro. Wasn't the worst shot I've seen. Wasn't the greatest.
Corner.
Porro. I think he's had a touch there, hasn't he?
He has had a touch. There we go. He touched it over.
He touched it over. That's a corner, right?
Corner. Yeah.
Corner kick. Fair play. Fair play.
Yeah.
It was a long way out. Anyway, here is Matisse Tell. with another corner kick, this time right-footed from the left. The referee's just having a word with Trippier and Ben Davis. Corner kick's going to be swung in by Matisse Tell. No, he's gone short to Son. Back to Tell. Whipped in, high, towards the back post. And that's been flicked away by Dan Burn. And I think it's going to be another corner kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Danso going up with Dan Burn. So Tottenham.
He had a great record, Frank, last year with dead balls, didn't he?
Mm.
Go on, let's make it 2.
Anyway, corner kick. Pedro Porro this time. Whips it in to the edge of the box. That one's cleared. Only as far as Tell. He's played it out wide to Son. Sonny's driven the ball low. Straight at Danso, really. And now Newcastle can counter. No, they can't. We've won it back. We've given it away again. And now Newcastle United just playing the ball through midfield. Back to Dan Burn. Now they're going to play the way out. They've done well there, Newcastle. Played the way out nicely down the left. Yeah, bit of a waste, that corner for me. Bit of a waste. No need for that. No need for that, is he? There's no need for that, Rooty Toot. Come on. Here's Anthony Gordon, one-on-one with Porro.
Did well.
Good defending. Good defending. I'm really enjoying seeing fullbacks play at fullback. It really is a revelation.
His defensive performances have gone up several levels, Porro. It's probably the first time he's actually got a coach who will teach him how to defend properly. Because he came as a wingback, didn't he? From, was it Sporting?
Sporting, yeah. But I think the thing with Porro is that he's always shown that he can be a good defender. He's just never done it consistently.
Well, no.
He'll have 2 or 3 games where he looks super solid, and then he'll have a game where he's all over the place. So
yeah, I think that was probably more to do with Ange, though, right? And his positioning rather than his ability.
Yeah.
I've said for a year, I've said for 2 years, he can't defend. But maybe Ange just made him look like that because he can defend from what we're seeing here.
I think it's when he's having to sprint back, he obviously doesn't look great, but like he's definitely not a Trent type player where one-on-one you just know he's going to get skinned. Like even in that final, when Garnacho came on in the second half, he had no luck.
Yeah.
He was literally like a brick wall, couldn't get past him.
Yeah.
And
I think it's amazing that if you play fullbacks as fullbacks, they look so much better, don't they?
Yeah.
Good touch.
What a ball.
Porro.
What a ball, Porro.
You got to remember you're 5 seconds in front of me, Lubo.
Sorry.
Here's Son. Son, what you got? Takes a shot. No, it's just... here's Rodrigo Bentancur. Oh, Son. See, that's where the Son of old would have shuffled that out and rifled a shot towards goal.
Go on, Sonny. Good ball.
Another corner.
Well played, right.
Lubo.
You got to reset, mate. You got to reset,
mate. If you keep commentating, it makes
Shall I put it on pause? Shall I put it on pause?
just the 2 seconds delay is. By the way, anyone asking about Milo? Yeah, he is quality. I'll take him all day, every day in our midfield. Not a no-brainer for me. Quality footballer. He does. Porro does look a new man. Anyway, corner kick to Tottenham. Matisse Tell. This time he does whip it into the 6-yard box. Flicked on and high and over by Papa Sarr. So 1-0, 36 and a half minutes gone. Big up to NSG. Big up my man Ennis. Said, I would love the ref cams to be added next season. I always get a bit freaked out by them. I'll be honest, I always get a bit freaked out by them, but big up to you, my man. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be introduced. And big up to Rob Belcher, who has gifted a Football Heritage TV membership. And that membership went to, good, it went to Tottenham Trev. I like Tottenham Trev. Anyway, here's Newcastle. Here's Harvey Barnes, cuts in, shoots. Oh, that's a great goal. That's a great goal. got to hand it to him there. That's a fantastic finish. And I'm going to tell you, that is exactly what our wingers can't do. Lubo, right there. None of our wingers are capable of doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, they broke very quickly and very well in Newcastle.
Yeah, it was a very good finish. All that praise of Porro, it's just come down his side. I'm not blaming him, by the way, but the ball, Harvey Barnes took a touch, opened his body up. That's a great goal. That is what I want to see from Odeber, Tell, Johnson. That's what I want to see from those guys. That.
Are we asking why the keeper's beaten on his near post?
I don't know. That ball was travelling, mate. That ball was travelling with some pace. But it is 1-1. It is 1-1. I would say that's probably fair.
Yeah.
On the way the game's gone, I would say it's probably a fair result. But again, my overriding feeling from watching Spurs is we've desperately got to get Madison or Kulu back in the team. And we desperately need new forwards that can hold on to the ball and create.
Nice ball. And again, lovely ball from Romero.
Oh, Sarr. See, it's the simple pass that we keep giving away. I don't know why my stream is 2 seconds behind. I've got it on.
I'm on 49.50 now, 51.
No,
I'll put
3 seconds.
I put it on pause for a couple of seconds before.
Tell you what, I'm on 38. I'm on 39 exactly now.
I'm on 04, 05, 06.
You're 2 seconds in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, as I said, I'm not saying buy Harvey Barnes, but that's the sort of thing we need to see from our wide men. That is the sort of thing we need to see. That they've got the ability to get the ball, shuffle it out their feet and rifle one in. And at the moment, I've not seen in pre-season that any of our wide players can do that. Romero, he makes the mistake, lays it off to Barnes. Barnes blocked by Pedro Porro. And Romero's having Romero's having a right old fight. And now Joel Linton's getting involved.
Oh.
Come on, Romero. Calm
Is that Argentina
down.
Brazil?
Come on, Christian. Calm down a bit. Calm down.
He's obviously hit Romero, hasn't he, after the ball? He's caught him. There you go. Someone's put their hand on Romero's neck.
Let's have a look. Again, nice play by Newcastle. To be fair, Romero, absolutely shocking defending. Dived in like he always does. Let's have a look. So Romero, you can see off the ball there, Romero's bashed into Guimaraes. Guimaraes has then instantly got up and then they've got, it's all pathetic from both of them, to be honest. Come on, lads. Come on. Handbags at dawn. But don't think I didn't notice your boy being reckless in the tackle as always.
He'd had a very good game up to then.
Yeah, but he's got that. He's
human.
Rash.
He's human. He's human. He can make.
He's got that rash bozo gene every game in him. I'm gonna call it. I don't care if he scores from it. Matisse Tell is not good. I'm calling it. His hold up play is everything. He looks awful.
So I think the viewers know you're not big on Tell.
I know, but every time it goes to him, it bounces back within 2 seconds.
Yeah, come on, someone's got to be covering Davis here.
Here's Willock. Not Willock, sorry. Jacob Murphy, isn't it? Sorry.
Oh, jeez, a pair of them missed it.
I want to see James Madison and Kudus coming in the second half. Good ball by Newcastle into the box, laid off. I just feel it coming here.
No, okay.
Good header away, out towards target. Over to, is it Barnes? He lays it off. Shot. High over the bar. I just got a feeling. Not a good one right now.
We're defending okay. There are no open gaps.
Yeah. Yep.
We're forcing them back. They're shooting from 20 yards.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
You're offside, Son.
Did well there, Gray again.
His son.
Gray.
Back to Gray. Poor cross in the end. He did well in the first instance.
Got it back.
Now Brennan Johnson gives it to Pedro Porro. Porro out wide. And that's an awful. It's an awful cross from Porro.
He's got that wrong. I'm on 53, 54. Where are you up to now?
43, you mean?
No, I'm on 44 minutes now.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you're 2 seconds in front of me.
Still, because I put it on pause again to bring me back. I'm on 44.09 now. 10, 11.
I'm on 44.15 now.
Okay, you are a second or two behind.
Oh God, this is why when people say this is why I love it when games are on Sky Sports or BT, etc. There's none of this who's in front, who's behind. I love it. Newcastle growing in confidence here. I think it's what we said. It's a workman-like midfield with no creativity. And then you've got no real creativity from the forwards. I don't expect too much going forward because of that. It was my worry before the game, and it's my worry during the game. I mean, I don't know what Tell is. When he's out on the left, people tell me he's not a wide man. They tell me he's a forward. When he's a forward, they tell me he's a wide man.
Wait, so that's gone. You also wonder how bad the injury to Solanke is, because this was meant to just be a knock, and he's missed the last couple of games, hasn't he?
Hmm. Yeah, I would do that as well. I would get Spence on at left back. I would get Madison on instead of one of the centre mids, and I would get Kudus on. I'd be tempted to get Sonny through the middle or Johnson through the middle. I'd put Johnson through the middle and have Kudus on the right.
It's been a decent half. You can. They're organised. They're workmanlike, and without any strikers or creativity, this is what you're going to get. So they're doing okay. They're working hard. They're covering each other. They're not giving Newcastle too many chances. I mean, how many saves has Kinski had to make?
No, of course. No, listen. Right. We're very well organised. Of that, there's no doubt. Just saying, as we get into the season, we've got to get a couple of attacking players in. We've got to.
I'm sure they will.
I hope so. This is the best I've seen Gray play.
It is, isn't it? It's had a good game so far.
Yeah, it's the best I've seen him play. I just feel sorry for the defence because we've just got no one that can hold it up. It's just bouncing back for fun.
So it'll come straight back now. There you go. No one there.
Yeah, look, that's what I mean. You've got to get Madison and Kudus on. They can both hold the ball up. A poor finish by Murphy. I saw what he was trying to do.
Oh, gosh. Again, too easy.
Yeah, if Kinski keeps playing this long ball.
Now the ball to Porro was on there, and he chose not to do it, and then he got closed down. Then he had to clear it. Again, and straight back.
Yeah, they've got to stop doing that. But there's no look. The whistle was gone for half time. I would say there's a lot of positives, but still a hell of a lot to work on. And there are many players starting today who I don't want to see in a first team. There are many other.
Your first team will be close to what it was the other night, mindset.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't. We know Sonny's going. I don't want to see Johnson or Tell in a first 11. I don't want to see Gray in a first 11. I don't want to see Davis in a first 11. And I don't think Kinski, I don't want to see him either in the first 11. So there's a lot going on. But guys, girls, 5 words. We all know how it works here on Football Heritage TV. 5 words to summarize what you've just seen. As well as smashing that like button, and please do keep subscribing if you haven't already. We're nearly at 600 likes, should be at 750. There's over 1,200 people in here. So if everyone could like and subscribe, that'd be amazing. Lubo, sum up the first half for me.
Workmanlike, I think would be my description. It's been okay. Listen, we've had chances. You had Sarr in the first minute, then you had the goal. You've had Tell. You've had a couple of balls down the line that have been put across and cleared for corners. So we've had a few attacks, and Newcastle have had a few. It's 2 evenly matched sides. You see how much they miss Isak. I mean, it's enormous. You know, with no front man up there. There we go. They're just showing highlights now. It was nicely struck goal by Johnson. He took it.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean,
it was well won
it was a massive deflection.
Yeah. No, it was Danso, wasn't it? Just took it on. Nobody on him. That's why he's always dangerous, Johnson, because he knows where the goal is.
Sure, with a massive deflection. It wasn't a good finish. The more I watch it, it wasn't a good finish.
No,
yes.
you've got to be there. Listen, he's in the right position. He's put it in and he's got a shot.
Iggy has just messaged me and said this. Can't agree with him more. So we are like a plane that's trying to take off the runway without wings. He's right. He's right. Because let's be fair, other than the goal, again, when the ball goes to Johnson or Son or Tell, it's toothless. It's absolutely toothless.
It's a good finish.
Yeah, really good finish from Harvey Barnes.
That was a good
powerful,
finish.
Decisive, like really good. I'm getting so many messages, you can imagine.
I asked that question. It's a good question. Should he be beaten at his near post? I don't think he should be.
Yeah, it's let me see what the chat is saying. 5-word answers. By the way, just to confirm that, Ademola Lukeman himself has confirmed now that he has handed in a transfer request at Atalanta. So he wants that move to Inter Milan. Let's go to the chat and see what the chat is saying. Yeah, of course, route 2. And I think that's the beauty of pre-season, right? I think Frank's an intelligent man. He'll be looking here, and I think if he'll have seen in pre-season as well, I think he knows he needs a couple of forwards. I'll be really surprised. That's what I'm saying. When people are saying about Wissa isn't the guy, please give me Wissa over the front three I've just seen here all day, every day. 5 words. Aris said we need a striker badly. Hoke said Tell doesn't deserve to play for Spurs. Guys, is Tell better than Mikey Moore? I don't know. I've never seen anything in Tell. Anything. I don't know. I'm not saying Moore's the guy. I'm happy he's out on loan, but silly singularity has said put Son as a striker. Rebel Red said would love Gordon on our left. Maximum Dan has said Tell is not better than Moore, and Moore ain't even ready yet. Ash agreed, and to be fair to Ash, he WhatsApped me this morning saying exactly this. He said we're going to make massive changes and we're going to see a probably a mixed performance, and I think we have. Harris Cray has said negatives: Kinski, Romero, Tell, Johnson, Sonny. I thought Romero had a good game apart from the one rash tackle or miss of the ball. Kinski, I don't know. I don't know what do you make of Kinski, guys? I'm not sure what I make of Kinski.
I think he's a decent keeper, but he's young. He's not quite ready. I just remember goals that he was giving away when he came in. You know, he started off, looked good in his first game. I just think about the ball that went through him from Trossard at the Emirates. The shot in the first minute of the cup game at Villa Park that went straight through his hands. And you don't see that with Vicario. Vicario on shot stopping is much, much better.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, you know, you've got to go with your best shot stopper always.
Yeah.
So you're watching these the highlights on Spurs player, these Sonny goals that they're showing now. Just tremendous. That was one of the goals at Middlesbrough. I just remember him seeing. We went up there and he was just phenomenal. Bang!
See, this is the Son I will remember.
Yeah.
This is the Son I will remember, not the Son I'm seeing get the ball now and look toothless.
Straight in from a corner as well. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, this is. But look, I think from a team perspective, though, I can see what we're trying to do. We look organised at the back. I think from a if we cut the midfield into two, Lubo, from a defensive standpoint in midfield, I think we're okay. And now Paulinho's coming in. But it is glaringly obvious, isn't it, that without Madison and Kulu, there is a real lack of just that bit of finesse, that bit of creativity and spark in midfield, that transition, if you will.
Well, you can say that with, I mean, most Premier League teams have got one or two creative players, haven't they?
Sure.
And you take them out and you're a bit threadbare. Listen, you've got Madison or Kulu at a 10. You've got Paulinho now, who will be coming in as the 6. I've got a feeling he'll probably put Bentancur in that 8. And I think you've got a good midfield then. I think that's pretty good.
I think it's a real shame for Frank that he's not had Madison and Kulu all pre-season.
Yeah,
because I think the games will look very different, and to a degree, Solanke, because Matisse Tell's performances up top make me think that Solanke's now world class. Do you know what I mean? Like
they're better when they're out, aren't they? They're better when they're missing.
Yeah, they are indeed. Ian Reader said Danso better on the right. Yeah, I mean that would make sense. Lack of creativity, yeah, as we just said. Martin Richards, and happy birthday to you, Martin, as well, by the way, I saw earlier. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a good day. Hope you get spoiled by your loved ones and enjoy. Thanks for tuning in. He said Tell is absolutely shocking. Video complete. Sofiana said we need to sell Tell. You know it's never good, Lubo, when people want to play a soul that's literally just signed. Like it's so Rick said Gray's had a good game. Ellis has said We need a striker, a left winger, and a left back. Claire, big up to you, Claire, has said organised, midfield weak, no firepower. Well, listen, I think what we've got to realise is Paulinho coming into that midfield will automatically add strength. He's a big lad. He's strong, he's powerful, good in the tackle, and he's a beast in the air as well. So I'm not too worried about that, but you are absolutely right. The firepower is non-existent for me. Really, really non-existent.
Look at the size of him. Jeez.
Jesus, who is that?
This is Korean MMA fighter. He's 7'2".
He's 7'2". Was he wrestler? MMA.
MMA, yeah.
7'2".
Look at him. He's massive. Oh, look at that. That's a good moment, isn't it? Listen, I'm going to ask the question that's going to upset the fans. Right? It might upset you, Lubo, seeing as how soppy you got this morning. Your dad got all soppy this morning, by the way, all soppy. He started crying over Son. Right now, would you take off Son, or do you leave him on because this is South Korea, his last game, or do you bring on someone that's going to be at the club in 2 weeks' time?
Keep him on. Today is his day.
Fair enough. Fair enough. If you keep him on, are you okay with taking off the other two?
Yeah, it's a pre-season friendly. I'm fine with that.
I'd almost say take the other two off. Then get Kudus, give Lancashire 45 minutes up top.
Yeah.
Let's be fair. He cannot do worse than what Tell just did.
I think Lancashire is better than Tell.
Lancashire
played him against Ghana, scored. Played him at Reading the other week, scored.
Yeah.
He doesn't get many opportunities, but when he does, he's part of it. He's involved. So for me, is he the answer? Probably not. But I'd like to see him given a chance. We don't know if he's going to be if he's going to make it or not. In fairness, most people would turn around and say probably not. But give these kids a chance. You just don't know, do you? And you raise your game when you're playing with better players as well.
True.
So
let's see. I'd happily see Lancashire the second half. I don't want to see any more of Tell. I didn't want him on loan. I didn't want him signed. I don't want him on the pitch now. I know what will happen. He'll get a tap in and someone will go, see, gutted, look how good he is. I just...
Are we having some commentary on the half-time entertainment here?
So what's this? A Korean girl band called... Anyone know the name of this band?
Might be Blackpink.
Could be Blackpink.
Sorry, what are they called?
It could be Blackpink.
Blackpink.
They toured here at Hyde Park last year.
Might not be. But...
I can only guess what they're singing. I've got no sound on, so I have no idea if they're any good or what. Everyone looks to be enjoying it. Maybe the one in the long coat can come in and play up top.
No, we got Beyonce for that.
We got Beyonce. We got Beyonce for that, yeah. Listen, I'll go back to what I said. What I saw from Harvey Barnes there, that's all I asked for. And it doesn't have to be every game. I just don't feel that, other than Kudus in his first year at West Ham, I don't feel we've got the players that are capable of doing that. That direct power, cutting in, what Son used to do weekly.
Yeah.
What Son used to do. I think we desperately need that. Desperately.
You don't like him. I think Odebear's got good potential.
Sure, but again, all we're talking about is potential. He's never, ever scored goals or assisted in his career. Like, it's all hope, isn't it?
You saw flashes first half against Arsenal, didn't you? No,
not really. Gave it away every time he got it.
No, took him on, hit the post. They backed off him, dropped the shoulder, gave himself space. He'll be okay, Odebear. I don't think he's ready yet, but
he's another one, Lubo. When the ball goes to him, he gives it away immediately. This is like it bounces off him. What we need some competent technical footballers that can, when they get that ball, it doesn't bounce back immediately. That's what the big clubs have. They have technical footballers. We've got all these quick young players, and I know you're into you think every young player is going to become world class, but I just don't see it.
No, I don't. I just think that you've got to have good young players coming through, because you've seen what the transfer policy is. A, we don't attract the top players, and B, he's not prepared to spend money, particularly on the top players. So, you've got, unfortunately, that limits us in the transfer window. When you talk about Anthony Gordon,
but these young players are the ones being signed in the transfer window, Lubo.
Sorry,
but these but you're condoning signing average young players in the transfer window. Why don't we go and buy good young players in the transfer window?
I think we do buy good young players.
Well, Tell and Odegaard are not.
Well, Odegaard, Tell I thought was wrong. That was a complete waste of money. Odegaard, I'm 50-50 on. And I think Bergvall and Gray were good buys. Gray,
I'm not doing this again. 40 million is not a good buy for Archie Gray. I'm sorry.
No, but I'm not, forget the money. You can't judge a player.
No, you can't forget the money.
No,
because that money, you can't. Because that money should be buying the better footballers.
Right. It should be, but we should be buying the better footballers as well as the young kids. This is Tottenham Hotspur. This isn't Crystal Palace or Brentford.
Sure, but worry about the first team first. The three players you mentioned there, Odegaard, Gray and Tell are 115 million between them.
65, 40, 105, yeah.
Well, 40 for Gray, 30 for Odegaard, and 45 for Matisse Tell.
Well, wait and see on Gray. I'm I'm confident he will come through. Odegaard on 50-50. Tell, I don't think he will.
But right now it's 115 million pounds, and not one of them is a first team starter.
Well,
what an epic
I think you'll see
money.
this season. I think Odegaard will play the most of those three. Tell I think is a talented player, but I don't think necessarily the Premier League is the best place for him to play, because he's one of these wingers that just needs a load of space. He'll probably look great in Serie A, similarly to Rafael Leao. Whereas Odegaard, the way he can play off both feet, the way he can move seamlessly with the ball, I don't know, I just think he's got a far higher ceiling at Tottenham than Tell, personally. And then Gray, I mean, it's one of the more difficult positions to play. It's not a position that you often see someone 20 years of age playing consistently for a top 6 team. So I've no doubt he'll come good, but it might be for a couple of years. Because I think Odegaard, genuinely, I think will play a lot this year.
Do you know what? I don't disagree with anything you've just said. For me, the frustration comes with the fact that of that 115 million with those players, I just think we could have done so much better. By the way, big up to Wacker, who's been a member for 5 months, said, get Tell and Johnson off, keep Son just because. Wacker's come back in again and said, we need players, not this kid has potential. I've missed the start of the second half. Oh, that's annoyed me. 1 second. I knew I'd missed it. I was trying to squeeze in the super chats.
Yeah, but Sava, what I would say is, to your point earlier about FFP and trying to buy these players young, I think if you're buying young potential for 25, 30 mil, I agree with you that that's too expensive. The youngsters that you need to be getting before they get too expensive are the ones like Bergvall, Vuskovic, who you're getting for in and around 10 million or under.
Agreed.
If they don't come good, it's not the end of the world. I think 35 million on Tell, 40 on Gray, it's a lot of pressure on someone to develop. And at that price tag, you're expected to perform straight away.
I completely agree, which is why I always have the argument with your dad about the amount of money being spent. Is if I gave you 115 million and said, go and buy 2 or 3 players for Spurs, you wouldn't come back with Gray, Odegaard and Tell. You'd come back with 3 much better footballers. That's my problem with it. But big up to Wacker, who said, we need players, not this kid has potential. Completely agree with you, my man. Lubo will never change. That's why he loves his chairman, Daniel Levy, so much. That's why he loves him. That's why he loved him. There were substitutions. So Tell is still on. Spurs play as yet, I don't think have shown us who, but I have seen Spence, Van de Ven, and Bergvall.
Yeah.
So it looks like Bergvall may be on for Bentancur,
Yeah.
Spence for Porro, Van de Ven for Romero. Yeah, I think that's it. As Archie Gray gives the ball away for £40 million. Just kidding, Lubo. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, so the team at the moment is Kinski in goal. It is Jed Spence, right back, Danso and
Sonny.
Van de Ven. Go on, Sonny.
Go on.
Danso and Van de Ven with Ben Davis at left back, Gray, Bergvall and Sarr as a midfield three, with Tell, Son and Brennan Johnson.
Nice ball.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Porro, Romero, Bentancur off. Spence, Van de Ven and Bergvall on.
So he's got a young midfield, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you think we'll keep a hold of Dragusin? Or not? Or do you reckon they'll try and ship Vuskovic out on loan and keep Dragusin as that full centre back?
Well, Dragusin won't be playing until nearly Christmas.
Really?
So Vuskovic will be in that squad.
Yeah, tough one. I think it would have been very interesting to see if he wasn't injured. What do we do with Dragusin this summer? I think that would have been very interesting to see. It might have saved him.
I think he's fallen behind Danso in the pecking order.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, here's Newcastle down the left-hand side. Harvey Barnes holds off Jed Spence. Lays it back into Fabian Schär. Yeah, I just crying out to get. I want to get Kudus or Madison on this pitch. I want to get some creativity. Great tackle from Babasar. I thought that was
given a free kick.
I thought that was a good tackle, but we'll see it again. So Newcastle building up on the left-hand side. Ball comes across. It's missed by everyone. And, I tell you what, I think we've got away with another one there.
I'll put this on pause. I'm a few seconds ahead of you.
Okay. I'm on 49, 30 right now.
I'm 32. I'm 2 seconds, a couple of seconds ahead.
Oof. Newcastle could have been in front there.
Haven't won one ball yet.
There's Brennan Johnson. Lays off Tell. Right on the right-hand side.
Well done.
Oh, he just doesn't do anything. Come on. Just doesn't.
Okay.
Still well.
Did all right. Did okay. Kept possession.
That's a real half glass empty way to look at what he just did there. Right, here's Johnson on the right-hand side. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's such a bad footballer. But the odd goal is going to cover all of this over. The odd goal covers it over. Big up as well to Jordan Coys, who said only Tottenham could loan Werner, see him be crap, then loan him for a second time. Only Tottenham can loan Tell, see him be bang average, then sign him permanently. Diabolical decision-making. Absolutely bang on. We keep seeing these players have an audition, do nothing, and then go, go on, we'll give them another go. Big up to you, Jordan. That's very generous indeed. Thank you very much, mate. I think he's very lucky, Odegaard, to have got that move. Very lucky. I don't even think he's a top half Premier League footballer. I'll be honest. So is the Newcastle player down? I think it's Bruno Guimaraes.
Looks like it. Looks like it. Go on, they should hook him off. Uneventful start to the second half, isn't it?
Yeah, but as I said to you, we cannot go into the season with this forward line. We cannot go into the season with this forward line. We won't get top half with this front three. We won't.
Well, you're hoping that Solanke is fit for PSG, aren't you?
Yeah,
Is
even
he
him,
on the
he's
bench?
okay. We need
Is he on the
two.
bench?
Who?
Solanke today.
Don't think so. Can't remember seeing his name. People are asking, is that your son or is it Jeff?
No, it's my son.
I know. I just was
He'd laugh if he heard that, Jeff. He's the same as me. He's been following the team since the mid-60s. Loves his club. Doesn't like the ownership.
Anyway, here's the game's got back underway. Joe Linton into Lewis Miley. Goes out wide to Murphy. Goes past Son a bit too easily for me there. Now lays it off to Trippier. Son's gone, isn't he? Unfortunately. Great ball in, 2-1. That was a superb goal, unless it's offside. I think we're going to be saved by the flag because that was a great cross and a great finish. Let's have a look. Yeah, offside. The back four played that line perfectly.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
Good finish.
It was a nice finish.
Yeah.
But,
lovely ball in from, was it Murphy? So the ball's gone forward again. Yeah, toothless going forward. That's my takeaway. Toothless going forward.
But you'd expect someone like Shard to eat up Tell for breakfast with high balls, wouldn't you?
I would expect him to eat Tell for breakfast on the ground, high, anything. I think this is one of our worst signings we've made in the last 20 years. There you go. Said it.
That'll do. They're fine. We're nice and tight. The back four are playing well.
From that side, absolutely brilliant. But the going forward side, God, we're lacking desperately. Here's Jed Spence on the right-hand side. Now knocks a long ball. That's poor again. Really poor.
He wants it to feet, doesn't he, Johnson?
Yeah, like Lee said. Yeah, move. He's like a statue. I keep hearing about this explosive pace. Yeah, I never see it in full force. Remember to keep smashing that like button, people. There's 1,200 of you in here, and only half of you.
Oh, look at that. He's just elbowed him.
Yeah, I just saw that. Oh.
How'd you get away with that?
There's no VAR.
Yeah, not nice that from Joe Linton. Only caught the last second of it, but his elbow clearly connected with Gray, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. He got a red in the Premier League for that. Once VAR looked at that.
Good tackle, Gray. As I said.
That's it. Well done. That's better.
The hard thing well, the easy thing badly. This is turning into a Tottenham trait. Frank will be watching this and know who wants to keep that. Well, yeah, the tackle was good, and then the pass was shit. Yeah, like it was. You've got to. That's what I said. He's like Spence. Does the hard thing well.
Easier to put right the easy stuff than the hard stuff.
Yeah.
So there's your positive.
It's just strange how lots of them seem to do it. Lots of them seem to be very good at the hard stuff and really. I don't know if it's a lack of concentration on the easy stuff or what. But
who's he got on? Well done.
I cannot wait to get Kulu, Madison, and Kudus into this team. I cannot wait.
He's kept Kinski in, hasn't he? I wonder if he's going to play him the whole 90.
There's a foul on Matisse Tell by Fabian Shaw.
Ooh. Ooh. Bit snidey, that, wasn't it?
It's all got a little bit niggly in there, isn't it?
That was, isn't it? That was a real snidey stamp on the foot there.
Anyway, here's Son given away. Bergval's not really been allowed to get into the game yet, has he?
No.
Here's Newcastle running at Spurs on the left-hand side. Cross comes in from target and blocked by Spence. Spence and Joe Linton. Oh, Joe Linton's got there first, but Spence gets back at him. See, this is where Spence is fantastic. And then a free kick given away by Brennan Johnson. Yeah, good tackle that by Joe Linton. Oh.
Now let's see him defend a set piece. He did really well against Arsenal the other day, the other lunchtime.
Oh, good. Richie's coming on. Oh, good. Well, our forward line is just awful. People tell me they wouldn't want Wissa or Grealish. Jesus Christ. Cross comes in. Cleared. Fallen to Guimaraes, who shot. Blocked. I think it was Guimaraes. Actually, it might have been Trippier. Sorry. Header one and offside.
That was, again, good defending from a set piece. He's got them organised.
Yeah, listen, I've got no problem with what's going on at the back. Would I take Vlahovic? Are you kidding me? All day, every day. Have you seen our forwards? So both clubs here look like they're about to make some subs on the 60-minute mark. Not before Kinski's. Oh, are they going to do them now or? Nope, the ref said play on. Spurs are bringing on. Is that Mohamed Kudus as well? Here's Tell. What you got? Show me what you got. That's better.
Oh, good ball.
Good ball into Son. Sonny. Oh, he's gone, isn't he? Sorry. He's
just lost that sharpness.
He has, hasn't he?
He's lost that edge that makes you.
I just find it. I know this sounds awful, guys. I just almost find it a bit sad watching him now after what he used to be. I kind of find it a bit.
Listen, he's probably. I'm sure he's being honest with himself. He knows that the LMS is now the level for him, and I'm sure he'll be brilliant over there.
Oh, for sure. Of course he will.
He's going to score an absolute hatful.
So Newcastle United subs, Anthony Gordon has gone off, and so has Matt Targett. And coming on for them are Asula up top and Tino
Livramento.
I don't think Tottenham are making theirs yet, unless yes, they are. So Tottenham, it's Yves Bissouma and Richarlison, two players that surely got to be leaving the club. Like
Basuma for Sarr, and that I'm sure that'll be Richie for Tell.
Tell.
You got your wish. You got your wish. Tell's off.
No, I didn't get my wish. He signed. He signed for the football club.
Yeah.
So Sarr and Tell for Basuma and Richie. It can't be worse than what we've just seen, to be honest. So I just keep hearing people say, I can see something in Tell. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they see. Here's Basuma. Yeah, good play.
Well played.
Considering the
Currently, West Ham want Basuma.
It is encouraging.
And obviously they've got no Isak, but he's out the door anyway. So.
Good tackle, Basuma. He's done well since he's come on. He's only been on a minute. 2 good tackles. Here's Bergvall. Haven't really seen, he's not really been able to get in the game for this first sort of 17 minutes, has he, Bergvall?
No, he's dropped in a bit deeper now. He started off quite high up.
Yeah.
Keeper, that's it. Davis wants this.
Here's Richie. And he's fouled immediately. It's been a very bitty second half from both teams, to be honest.
Here he is.
Kudos for Sonny. Sonny's off.
So it looks like we could be
Kudos for
witnessing the last time for Son in a Spurs shirt.
Yeah.
As all his teammates
you
go
can
over.
see it is, can't you?
Yeah, this is definitely going to be his last moments.
Yeah.
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 Marios, you've got this really weird hatred for
Is that still
Kudus.
not happy?
He's not, is he? Why are they hooking my son on 63? He's looking, isn't he?
There's Madison leaving the tributes from the sideline. Kudus, Marios, how is Kudus the guy you're concerned about? I think he's the least of our concerns.
They're giving him a goal.
Sonny, just give him a little bow to the ref.
Look at this.
Go on, Sonny.
Yeah.
As he gives the captain's armband to Ben Davis. And this could be the end of an era right here we're witnessing. This looks like it's going to be his last ever appearance for Tottenham, I think. And I think lovely to do it in front of the Korean crowd as well. So Sonny in tears, he goes off, gives Thomas Frank a cuddle. Everyone's applauding, all the coaching staff from both sets of players. His dad, no emotion at all on his face. Just zero emotion. Lovely scenes here. Lovely scenes. Is that his brother?
Yeah, it looks like it.
That was a spitting image of Son, wasn't it? That has to be his brother. There's Solanke giving him a cuddle. Romero, Porro. There's Yang.
Lancashire.
The big boy Lancashire, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That's his last appearance.
Yeah, has to be, doesn't it? It would almost be really weird if he played again now after this, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
It would be
You
the
won't
most
see- you won't
dramatic
see-
substitution ever.
Yeah, yeah. I think you'll probably find his transfers announced tomorrow
Yeah. Yeah.
to LA.
And he was always going to have this game as his send off.
Yeah.
Is the game
No,
started?
absolutely. Fair play.
No, game's held up, isn't it? They've held the game.
Wow.
Yep. By the way, guys, you're not missing anything. The game has not restarted. We are still, out of respect for Son. Oh, the game has restarted. We're off and underway. Good tackle. Good tackle, Danso.
Give it back to the keeper.
Keeper. Oh,
That's our ball. It's come off.
So here's Kieran Trippier for Newcastle United. I didn't see who Kudus came. Oh, of course it was Son. What am I doing? Of course it was.
Kudus is on.
Sonny visibly upset on the bench.
It's just emotional.
Yeah, been a bit of a nothingy second half here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a nothingy second half. So Kudus has gone to the right, Brennan Johnson to the left, and Richie through the middle. I think what we're seeing here, as Yves Bissouma takes out his man cynically, I think what we're seeing here is Kudus is definitely the right winger, right? Whenever he's on the pitch, he's never getting shifted to anywhere else, is he? He's the right winger. And then for me, the other two positions are up for grabs.
No, I think Solanke at the moment has got that number 9 shirt. I don't see Richie challenging him just yet.
I think they're both. Oh, you know me. I want a proper striker in there, me. Anyway, Spurs defending a corner kick. A free kick, sorry. It's gone all the way over. Headed back. Murphy's had a shot blocked by Brennan Johnson. Back to Newcastle. Anyone in the chat putting fake score lines, you're going to be blocked. You're going to be blocked if we don't do that here. Ishmael Turner, you got one more chance. You're going to get blocked. I know it's difficult because it's the internet, but you can be mature. Just try. It's going to be all right. Fucking numpties everywhere. So, anyway, don't forget, by the way, tonight, 8 p.m, we've got the Spurs review. We've got a lot to review, haven't we? We've got Arsenal, we've got Newcastle, we've got Sonny, we've got Paulinho. There's a lot to discuss. Here's Ben Davis. Plays the ball over the top. Not a good ball over the top. Where are we playing Bayern Munich? Is it in
Allianz? But
is it the Allianz, is it?
Yeah.
And that's the last of the games
That's
from
it.
the Kane deal, right?
That is probably the last of the game, yes. Here we go, cooling break again.
So we're going to have a water break, literally 3 minutes after having a 5-minute break. You've got to love pre-season.
Yeah, yeah. He's very emotional, isn't he? As you would expect.
Yeah, of course. But a lovely, lovely send-off from and the Newcastle players. Fair play. Fair play to the Newcastle players for joining in there.
They're all saying, the Newcastle players are all thinking, you know, thank goodness we don't have to face him anymore.
Yeah. It's just, as I said, it's just a shame because the Son we've been watching isn't the Son that I think people are going to remember, right? That's I'm going to remember him the years where he was, as you said, ripping Man City apart, you know, those sort of games. That was the scary Son. That was the fear factor Son. But I do think now is the right time. I think he's made the right decision for him, for Spurs. And I'm sure, listen, it was sad for him now, but when he gets to LA, he'll be treated like a god in LA.
Well, it's the biggest population of Koreans outside Korea.
Korea. Yeah. He's going to be a god.
336,000 Koreans in Los Angeles, and you've got a ground that holds 22,000. So tickets are going to be an absolute premium.
Yeah. How quickly will South Korea start printing LAFC shirts with Son on the back? Because they're going to make an absolute fortune, LA, from this.
Let's see how many Koreans come to Spurs now, because you've been getting 3,000 coming across on special packages.
Wow.
For the last few years.
Hang on.
Look at this. Here we go.
Shot. Oh, come on. Again, we've done that well in midfield, haven't we? We've pressed well. They're getting their foot in. They're pressing well, but yeah, it was a bit of it was almost a pass back, really, wasn't it, from Bergvall? But a bit of a nothingy second half from both clubs, to be honest.
It's a foul.
And there's Mickey. No, the ref's allowed it to go on. Fair play, Mickey. Here's Brennan Johnson into Basuma.
Not that you can read too much into pre-season games, but they're certainly not going to finish 28 points ahead of us next season. That's for sure.
No, mate, we're not going to lose 22 league games. Great ball. What you got? Here's Kudus. He's got 2 men for company, 3 men for company. He's taken his man on. Got past him, pulled it back, and blocked by the Newcastle player. That's how you take your man on, though.
Yeah. Keep it going, Archie. Well done.
You see, they've got 3 people around him.
Oh,
and then that was that Basuma.
It was, yeah. Lazy.
Wow.
Lazy.
See, Luba, what have I said about most of our players? The difficult thing well, the easy thing, they've made it look really hard work. So here comes Madison and Odegaard as well.
Yeah.
I expect Madison to start against Bayern Munich, by the way. Archie Gray is coming off. I thought first half he was good. Second half, not really been able to get into it like all of them. And Brennan Johnson, again, do you know what? I'll tell you what, if I say something and play it on loop for Brennan Johnson, if I just say, nice goal, other than that, did nothing, could I say that about every game that Brennan Johnson plays?
He doesn't contribute much apart from scoring. And you could say obviously scoring is the most important part of the game. But he does need to do a lot more. It's been
Someone said Gray's gone off. Does that mean that Lubo turns off the game?
No, listen, I'm with you to the end. I'm a Spurs fan. I'm a Spurs fan, not a Gray fan.
I thought he did well today. I'm not going to go overboard. I thought he did some nice bits.
Yeah.
Second half, not just him. I think the whole team second half haven't really got going.
It's just been broken up with lots of fouls and
subs and Son and
yeah.
But that's why I got Spurs away. Here's Odegaard. Oh no! What you got? That's a nice ball.
Nice ball.
To Richie. What you got?
Come on, Richie.
Oh, Richie.
Corner.
Offside. I'm sorry, but you've got to finish that.
Odegaard.
I don't.
Odegaard.
That's a tough chance, Abba.
Oh, come on. These are Premier League strikers.
That's
It's
nice.
not. It's a tough angle, that.
This is Brazil's number 9. What are we doing here? He's got all the time. He just passed it. He didn't even shoot.
That was going in the bottom corner, but Nick Pope's made a good save. You know, it's not one that he should score.
Yeah, it is.
No, it tells in the first half. You should score, but
he's got closing down the angle. It's neither here nor there.
Who's this? Oh, this is their new.
And they've
I
got
agree,
Kane
but-
there as well.
Yeah.
That's where a striker has to make the angle for himself. And going through on goal there, he looked every bit what he is, not a goal scorer.
No,
A
we
proper
know.
striker in that scenario. What would Kane have done in that scenario?
Of course.
Right? What would Defoe have done? What would Berbatov have done? Robbie Keane. Right? What would Mo Salah do? Haaland. They would have shifted the ball, made an angle and buried it. He just, I don't know, he just walks through calmly and no, not for me. I've had enough of him.
That's a good kick.
Go there, Richie.
Go on.
Well
Here's
well
Madison.
played, Richie. Go on, Matters. What was that for? That's such a waste.
That's silly,
He's
isn't it?
going nowhere. Just takes the pressure off.
Oh, not half, Kai. Not half. All right, here's Basuma. Gives it to Bergval. We were getting a bit of a head of steam here. Bergval. Ball
Dan,
across.
you know when-
Weird.
You know when Lloris came back at half time and said a farewell to the fans? Was that at Christmas time? Or was that
I didn't see it.
Salva, do you remember? There was a game when Lloris came out at half time to say bye to the fans. Was that at the end of the window or was it at Christmas time?
This is one for the chat. Somebody in the chat. When did Hugo Lloris come back and wave goodbye?
Because surely in the near future, Son will do a proper goodbye at the ground and he'll have the trophy with him and they'll give him a proper send off.
Oh, sure. Sure, yeah.
But I'm just thinking, I know the US season isn't quite the same calendar as ours. So I mean, is he in a great rush to get back to or to get to Los Angeles, or do you think he'll come to the Burnley game?
I'll be honest. I said last night I don't want him at the Burnley game.
You think?
I want the Burnley game to be about a fresh new season. I don't want it to be about Son. I know that sounds harsh, but I think we need to move away. Like when the actual proper games start, I think we need to move away from the fanfare and the emotion. And I think we need to. I want all the players focused on that, not crying and cuddling. And that's just me.
No, that's a good point. I agree
me.
with you. I agree with you after saying that. I see.
He will come back, I'm sure.
Yeah, but
for
I agree
sure.
with Sam, right? It doesn't make sense for it to be the Burnley game. You got to be professional. Well done, Jad. Well done, Jad.
Looking forward to see Son up against Messi.
Yeah.
Here's Vuskovic.
Here we go.
Yeah, for Ben Davis. So who will
Now,
Davis get round to?
I'm interested to see this because I thought Vuskovic was very good versus Reading, but defensively then against Wickham, I was not sure. I was not sure about him defensively. So I want to run the rule over him for 11 minutes. If he has anything to do. But when there's pre-season games and there's this many subs and stoppages, it's so hard to get any real
rhythm
analysis from the second half, isn't there? Do you know what I mean?
It's very stop-start.
Well, the players you want to have a look at, you play first half because you know that's going to be pretty unbroken. And then it's just a question of integrating the players that you've probably seen in the previous game into the second half.
Yeah, they've got the trumpeter. Well, not the trumpeter, but they've got a trumpeter.
What's that playing?
No, there's a trumpeter in the ground. That's coming through the speakers. He's playing when the Spurs go marching in. That's a foul.
Jed Spence is very difficult to go past, isn't he, as a fullback? He's very, very good defensively.
Has Saka got out of his pocket yet?
So it's so what is it? Is it to Germany next week for the Bayern game, and then it's Udine, right?
Yeah.
And then Burnley.
Yeah. Bayern Munich is Thursday. Yeah.
Isn't it about 5:30?
Yes. So we'll go straight after that. We'll go straight into the show.
Who's that?
Right. So Newcastle bought on. Is that Dubrav? No.
No.
Who's that keeper?
Arms off, Shah off. Langer's on.
England need 200 to win.
How many wickets down?
3, so effectively 4 because Wokes is injured. But you never know, Wokes might. If we need 20 or 30 runs, Wokes might come out and bat.
That's why we won 74 for 3.
Yep.
Hope, Shah,
Guys and girls,
Roll.
you've become very lackadaisical on the likes. There's 1,300 of you in here nearly, and only 691 likes. Come on, people. Let's an effort to get up to 1,000 or near, please.
Well done, Lucas. Well done.
We're very good in that interception, but
Oh, I think Madison's hurt himself. He has. He's just signalled to the bench.
oh god,
That doesn't look good, does it?
No.
oh god.
What happened?
Who's he bringing on?
We've got to buy some creativity into this club badly.
We do.
God, imagine Eze in this team.
His release clause ran out yesterday, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? Oh, non-contact.
No contact. He bounced on it. What's he done?
Yeah, God, that. Yeah, look, he's covering his face, which tells you he's done something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if he's going to be this injury prone, they've got to get some more creativity.
They do. I think that's Donnelly's loan put on hold, I think.
Oh no, they'll bring someone in.
No, get a player. Not Donnelly on hold. Get a proper footballer, Lubo.
No, I'm just saying until they get someone in, they'll put his loan on hold. Kulu's months away from fitness.
This is where you've got to get a Harvey Elliott, get somebody. You know what I mean? You've got to.
Might end up being Harvey Elliott.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't go into the season without Kulu and Madders with not a replacement because that will be.
And no replacement for Sonny either.
Dude, hang on, mate. Listen, I think that's a bit harsh. I mean, Jesus Christ, mate. He's just pulled up with a really bad injury and you're calling him a flop. Oh, thank you. Your mummy. Huh. See, look how we talk about it. Matt, what are we doing here? The guy's just pulled up with a really bad injury and you're calling him a joke of a player.
You just got to ignore people like that.
So Matt's a troll. Matt is a troll. He's not he's not a Spurs fan. He's just a troll on here to wind you up.
This is madness. Look, Madison is a flop. What is... I'll tell you what, talk about kick a man when he's down. He's just gone down with a serious injury, and look how we're talking about him. What are we doing here?
Has he done I wonder if he's done a knee.
It looks like it.
That look, just from that's months, isn't it? That's not
Yeah.
They're going to have to sign. Look at this. We will not miss him. Oh, we bloody will, mate. We've got no creativity now. Use this. Use this, people.
Madison was our most consistent performer last season.
Listen, I just hope it gets better for him. That looked like a nasty one.
Yeah.
Last season, he had 16
really
goal
nasty
involvements in the league from 31 games. And 6 from 11 in the Europa League.
LB said he barely played last year. Let's have a look at how much he barely played last year.
He played 31 games in the league and 11 games in the Europa League, with 22
So he
goal
played 40
involvements. 22 goal involvements in 42 matches.
And
If
yet
you
we
think-
won't miss him. So he played 45 in all competitions last year.
Yeah, and bear in mind as well, he scored the brace against Bodo Glimt in the home leg? Was it a brace? Did he score 2?
Trying to think.
Or either way, he scored against Alkmaar, scored 3 in the Europa League, won the penalty away at Frankfurt, which was very important. Fairly certain he assisted Porro in the home leg against Frankfurt to get us back on track.
Oh, yeah, he was very good in the Europa League. I just don't understand. Nice.
Send him through. That's the ball. Come on, Yang.
Go on, Yang.
Oh,
It's got a bit
first touch
wide.
let him down.
Cut back. Nice touch. Good turn.
Oh, no.
No, didn't quite have the bit to go past him. Well, I tell you what. Spurs are going to need to look at an Elliott or a Paqueta or a Diego Miller. Somebody. We're going to need somebody now because we cannot start. We cannot start a midfield without Kulu or Decky. Kulu or Madison. Even a McAtee. Somebody. 64,773. By the way, there's 1,400 of you in here. 1,400. We're on 750 likes. Come on, the other 250. And we are 40 subscribers away from 20.5K. So please be kind. Smash that subscribe and like button. I'm putting the link in the chat. Yeah, we're gonna need some signings here, lads. I thought we needed 2 before. I think we need 3 new signings now. I think we need an attacking midfielder, a left-sided, and a striker. Imagine you took Grealish on loan on the left, guys. Eze in the hole. Starts to look very different, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially considering Madison's style of play. Will he have the confidence with 2 back-to-back knee injuries now to play the same way?
Wow.
With all the drops of the shoulder, the quick changes of direction, the starting and the stopping. Yeah, you fear for him.
You'll have about 5 minutes to add on, won't you? Plus 5, 6, 7.
We have the water break, Son and Madison, plus a few different substitutions.
No, I don't want Bilal El Khanous at Leicester. Another young player that hasn't proved anything. I feel we need experience. We're a Champions League team. We need some experience.
Not players who have just been relegated.
Yeah.
I've got nothing against him as a player, but come on, we keep doing this. We need some next level players. Yeah, absolutely, Timmy. Lang right now needs to be on that phone, wheeling, dealing, maybe a few loans.
Got caught there.
Yeah, we've got to get some bodies in here. Nice, well done, Yang.
Come on, show us your pace. Oh, go on, you could have gone past him. Oh, he's done all right.
Again, you know what Yang looks like? Yang looks like a nice, neat, tidy footballer. But again, he's a boy, isn't he? There's no strength there. He's a boy.
Played well there.
Now, Bergvall does look like a man. The way he pushes people off the ball and holds them off.
Cross comes in from Newcastle, headed away by Mickey van der Ven, and now Bergvall outside of the boot, plays in. Richie, can he get there? Can he get there? Oh, nearly.
Shame, he's a nearly striker, isn't he, Richie?
He's a nearly footballer. Oh, you wouldn't. Come on. You wouldn't. Come on, listen. As much as Donnelly might be a good player in the future, he's not anywhere near Harvey Elliott's level. Come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Phil Mickey. Lovely.
I don't disagree with you. We should be in the market. I don't disagree with you, my man. If these players can't stay fit, as I said, there's no sentimentality from me. I love Madison as a footballer. If the boy can't stay fit, you've got to go and buy. And it's all over. What was a very a non-event from both teams in that second half, wasn't it? Really, it was just a bit nothing. Too many subs. The water break, the break for Son, the break for the injury to Madison. And listen, I suppose my takeaway from today is Sonny, farewell. Looks like that's very much going to be his last game in a Spurs shirt. And Madison, I hope it's not as bad as it seems, Lubo. But right now, goal scoring and creative wise, mate, we've got some problems, haven't we? We've got some problems.
Yeah, we'll score, but it'll be, you'll see probably a ball from Porro that comes in for Solanke. But they're not going to be, it's going to be keeping it tight, pragmatic football to start until we get these players back in.
Oh, was that it? Yeah. Yeah, I thought you were. Yeah, look, it's for me. I said before the game, I said before the season ended, we need 2 or 3 attacking options. We need to bring some footballers in that are difference makers. Not El Canoes from Leicester, not Matisse Tell, not Brennan Johnson. We need to go and get a few that walk straight into that 11 and give us a little bit of an edge. And right now, I think me predicting 7th is very generous and based more off how good we're going to be at the back rather than how good we're going to be going forward.
Well, we thought we needed 4. We probably need 5 now. And we got 2. So we need another 3. Pretty much.
Agreed. I think we need 3 minimum. Listen, I'd love Morgan Rogers, but Morgan Rogers isn't going to be available. He's signing a brand new 5-year deal at Aston Villa. Somebody like that. Yes. I don't know where he's gone or what the situation. Somebody like an Asensio. Yes. Been there, seen it, done it. Quality footballer. I think that's kind of taken the shine off the last week, hasn't it? That injury. Just as he was starting to get back to fitness. I don't know where we go from here, really. I don't know where we go.
Well, they're going to have to start looking pretty quickly, aren't they? I think, I'm sure they were looking at, do we need someone if Madison doesn't get fit? And Madison has got fit quite quickly, hasn't he? I think he was ahead of schedule. So, I don't know. There'll be players, unfortunately, he's got to be replaced now. It's a real shame.
Yeah. Look, I mean, when's Kulu back fit?
Oh, geez, patella injury, which can take ages. I don't think he's back till November.
Right. So look, obviously, I'm not sure what the news is, but if Madison, they say, he's going to be out for 2 to 3 months, we can't play the first 2 to 3 months of the season without an attacking midfielder. You can't. And all due respect to Jamie Donnelly, it's a big ask. It's a big ask to put him in the number 10.
It would be a big ask because at the moment he's the only fit 10 they've got. Moore's on loan. Madison, Kulu are out injured, and Donnelly's the only 10. He's the only 10 the club have got at the moment. So that's a problem.
Yeah, such a shame that. It's just saying as well that I thought Madison was going to looking to start the game against Bayern to really get some minutes in his legs. And just not. Yeah, it's taking a shine off it for me. That's what I said. I take him on loan for a year. This guy can play on the 10. He can play left. He'll hold the ball up. He'll bring some creativity. Sure. I just think when too many Spurs fans are putting down players who are very good, we're putting down players like Harvey Elliott. I think he walks into that team. I think he walks into this football team. Him, Grealish. I'll say it. I think Garnacho walks into this team. I think a lot of players do, Lubo. I really don't rate a lot of our forwards.
Yeah. No, this problem is at the moment with Sonny gone. I'm reading today that Solomon could be going back to Leeds. He's not in the. He wasn't even mentioned when Frank was doing his post-match interview. I think on Thursday, and he was talking about players on the left-hand side. In fact, I think it was a pre-match interview for this one when he was talking about Sonny, and Solomon wasn't even in the equation. So I've got a feeling he'll go. So if he goes, Moore's on loan, Sonny's leaving. All of a sudden, you're very short of left-sided players. And if he's going to play, if he's going to play 4-2-3-1, who's going to play on the left?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take Højlund. I think he's another one, needs a couple of years to grow in and learn the game properly. I wouldn't take Højlund. I just think, again, look at these names that are coming out. Harvey Elliott, Matoma, Grealish, Diego Miller, Eze. There are players all over Europe. We've got. I fully expect to see us this week as well. The problem you're going to have is this. We'll be going into games well drilled, right? Without an attacking midfielder, we're going to go into games well drilled. But what you are going to have is that absolute lack of creativity. And the ball's just going to keep bouncing back, and you're going to put pressure on the back four at all times. So for me, he's got to do it. He's got to go out and buy now, Levy, Vinay, whoever it is.
Whoever it is, yeah.
Well, sure. I mean, listen, Anthony, this boy's name has been mentioned so many times this summer. He's been mentioned so many times this summer, and I've not seen a concrete link, if that makes sense. I've not seen anyone say Spurs are in talks with his camp or Spurs are weighing up a bid. We can say put Kudus in the 10, but again, that just takes us straight back to the issue we had last year when we've got rubbish wingers, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, but Anthony, Kulu's not fit. This is the point. Kulu's out till probably about October, apparently. So, I'll be honest, I don't think Bergvall is that guy. I don't think he's a number 10 in any way, shape or form. I think he's a driving from midfield with the ball. I don't think he's to put the foot on it and dictate pass. I don't think he is. What do you reckon?
No, I agree. I fully agree. Bergvall is a long way off. A very similar style, but obviously a long way off to the sort of Steven Gerrard type player. But he's got to add goals to his game as well. That shows you how new Bergvall is in his development. You can see the potential there, and I'm sure he will be scoring goals in due course, but he's not ready yet. And I personally think he will be the player that will be coming off the bench in games. I think Bentancur, Sarr, Palhinha will be your main three, and now he needs a 10. So we'll see what happens. They've got to go out and buy now. I mean, that doesn't look good. And if he's done a cruise ship, then he's out for the season. Yeah, for me,
and like Enzo Milo from Stuttgart, players like that, get them in. We need. This is why I said all this time, I want these players going on pre-season because now we're scrapping around with one. We've got one friendly before the Super Cup. One friendly. And listen, Paulinho will make us harder to beat. The back four, the organisation, we're going to be harder to beat. But right now, we look very, very ordinary going forward. And we've got no playmakers. We've got no out-and-out wingers other than Kudus. We've got no out-and-out goal scorer. And we've got no out-and-out playmaker. Big worry. Big, big worry for me, mate. Yeah, but Mace, it isn't quite how it works. When we're saying it's why we should have got Simmons age ago before Chelsea. Chelsea would have bid anyway. Like, I don't know how we're not learning what Chelsea do. If Chelsea want a player, they bid. It's not a, you know, I don't think it's just about Xavi Simmons. There's loads of players. Yeah, look at Mikatadze. He's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's taken the shine off of what's been a very good 7 days for Tottenham, to be honest. Yeah, see, that worries me. That worries me. If Tell is a starter, then I might have to start revising my prediction for where we're going to finish this season. But what? Again, another good player. I'd take him. Another good player. Cliver of Bournemouth. But, I mean, how much are Bournemouth going to want for Cliver? They've been ripped apart, haven't they, this summer? They've been ripped apart. Let me know in the chat. 3 names that you want to come in those attacking areas. Attacking midfield, winger, striker. You can only give me 3. Just give me 3 names. And make them realistic. No point making them unrealistic. Sava, the guys look better than before. Why are you never looking for positives? The shape that we have, very good. Isn't that everything I just said, Lubo?
Yeah.
Didn't I just said we're going to be very hard to beat, very organised. Defensively, we're going to be sound. We're going to be decent in defensive midfield. We've got to get those forwards. I'm not sure what people are you don't hear.
I think we're fine. Yeah, we're fine defensively now. Maybe another left-sided defender, possibly. You got Porro, Spence, Udogie, +1. Maybe he's thinking of playing Vuskovic on the left. Maybe he sees him as backup. Maybe, and you've got Paulinho. The whole dynamic defensively looks much better. Sars started off well. Bentancur started well. Dare I say it? Gray looked good today. And, you know, Bergvall will get better. So I don't think there's a problem there. I just think it's, you know, we need a 10, we need an 11, we need a 9.
Massively.
That's what we need. 9, 10. We got 1 to 8. I think we're fine 1 to 8. But 9, 10, 11 are the 3 massive gaps in our team, massive holes. So we'll see. Let's see. Listen, they've got 4 weeks to sort it out now, haven't they?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd say 2 weeks. I mean, this has got to be done for the season. Like, we've got to...
Yeah.
You know, as I said, none of this is on Frank for me. This isn't anything about the manager. I love the manager, but he can't magic goals and assists. He can't magic it out of players that clearly don't have it in their locker. And unfortunately, Sarr isn't creative. Neither is Bergvall, and neither is Bentancur, and neither is Basuma or Gray. Brennan Johnson isn't creative. Tell isn't creative. Odegaard isn't creative. Sonny's leaving. Richie doesn't really do anything. They've got to buy. I don't think that's reactionary. I think that's something we've known. This, absolutely, Nige. Absolutely. Abso-bloody-lutely. Stop shoehorning. Everyone going, could he play here? Could go and buy what you need. Absolutely. Right now, if this injury happens to a Chelsea, to a Liverpool, they would be out there immediately.
No, they've already got the player there. They've got the replacement in.
No, sure, but you get my point. Is that these
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
move if they need to move, they move quickly.
Yeah.
Tottenham have got to do that. Tottenham now, I expect Frank, Lang, and whoever to be saying, "Hang on, how long's this? Oh, this is 3 months, right? I've got no playmaker for 3 months. What are we going to do?"
Yeah, they got to sort it out. They got to sort it out. Interesting. Football London have just started bringing out their points per player, ratings per player. They've gone first half. They've gone Kinski 5, Porro 6, Danso, Romero both 7, Davis 6, Benson Court 8, Gray 7, Sarr 6, Johnson 7, Tell 5, Sonny 6 for the first half. So, yeah.
I mean, there's some people who think that injury looked like it could be a season. That could be a season out for Madison. I mean, if he's done a
cruciate ligament, yeah. If he's done his
cruciate,
yeah.
I mean, he's definitely got to be an option, Rex. Where we're saying he isn't an option, why not? Why would Paqueta not be an option? Works hard, powerful, can play in that number 10 or 8. I mean,
yes.
Why would that not be an option?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, this guy. Have you seen Enzo Milo play?
There you go. No, I haven't, but I've read all about him, and he's very, very good. The Stuttgart boy, isn't it?
Yeah, good player. I'd take him all day, every day.
What do they say about Madison here? It's Football London. Tottenham suffered major injury blow during Newcastle pre-season tour friendly. They're saying Spurs could be missing Madison for an extended period after a big injury setback. Where are we?
Hang on, Aidan. Chelsea never bid for Mohamed Kudus. Let's not rewrite. I hate when people do. Let's not rewrite history. Chelsea being interested in him and Chelsea bidding for him is very, very different.
Yeah, they came in late and could have said that he wanted Spurs, so no bid came in. As far as Chelsea are concerned.
But I think if Enzo Milo came to Spurs, he would be playing week in, week out for Tottenham.
Yeah.
Of course, Wayne, of course. It's exactly what I just said. This is the problem. You know, you're going to have to rely on the... hang on, let me get rid of that, by the way. You're going to have to rely on... we're going to have to rely on the back four having very good games if we don't buy some proper forwards, because this won't be a team that scores 3s and 4s. You know, when you play gung-ho football, you can score 3s and 4s, but you're also conceding 3s and 4s. This team won't be that. This team will not concede 3s and 4s, but maybe scores 1 or 2. You know, it's very difficult. Yeah, listen, if Eze going to Arsenal, at the moment, we know that they've got to sell to buy, right? Arsenal. We know they've got to sell to buy. I've said the same thing all summer, Jamie. J-Marie Anson. I said the same thing all summer. I think the Eze thing is all going to be down to, does he want to join Tottenham? Because I've not seen anything that we've bid, that we talked to his cat. I haven't seen anything. Yeah, I agree, Kate. Kate, I agree. I mean, Scott, at the moment now, no Madison or Kulu. I'm going to revise my 7th place depending on what we do. I'm going to revise my 7th place to be more of a 9th or 10th, because I don't know where the creativity is coming from.
Yeah,
I really don't. I really don't. I don't want to be reactionary, but I thought we needed more creativity even when we had Kulu and Madison.
Yeah. We're still short. You know, we'll grind out a lot of draws. We'll be hard to beat. We won't lose many games this season, but we've got to score the goals to win them. So at the moment, you're probably looking at mid-table.
I agree.
Because, you know, if you're not winning those games, I know it's far better. It's much better winning 3 and losing 3 than winning 1, drawing 4 and losing 1. And I fear this is what will happen with Spurs this coming season, unless we have a really good last 4 weeks and bring in the right players. So
Yeah,
We'll
listen,
see.
I think look, when you look at it, I look at it like this. I think you've got to have balance all over the pitch, right? And
Yeah.
for years, we were always very good in the forward areas. And let's be fair, we've been blessed to have Son and Kane, right, for the best part of a decade,
Yeah.
right? So it was always like, okay, do we have a playmaker? Maybe not. Do we have this? But we've got goals. We've got goals. Now the problem you've got is you don't have those two, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you take away the next line of defense, so to speak, in terms of Kulu and Madison, now you've lost even more. And I'll say it again, Brendan Johnson, I don't care if he scored today, Brendan Johnson, Solanke, Richie, Odeber, and Tell, and Solomon, and Hill, and Yang, these players are not good enough as it stands to get Tottenham into the top 7.
Yeah, I'm switching screens, Sav, okay?
You're right. You're right, mate.
There you go, Mark. There we go.
Yeah. As it stands. I mean, look at there's players everywhere. Sudakov, again, very good player. If not, go and get an Anthony Robinson to play at left back. He offers loads of assists from left back, flying down that wing. You know, we've got to, by hook or crook, now we're going to see what's the appetite, Lubo.
Yeah.
What is the appetite? Because in 24 hours, we've now lost Son and Madison.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do?
That's pretty close. That's 39 goals and assists from last season.
Right.
So
Right.
that's got to be replaced.
Dude, I'd love Lukeman, but it looks like he's handed in a transfer request to force a move to Inter. I'd love him. I'd love Lukeman, by the way. I think that would be a really good signing. Yeah, a Pender. Yildiz, I can't see Juventus giving us Yildiz, if I'm honest. Elliott, yes. Openda, yes. Paquetá, yes. Grealish, yes. I mean, Damsgaard. I mean, can you imagine if Brentford lost Vissa and Damsgaard as well? De Ketelaere, Mikatadze. Look, there's players everywhere. Vissa, Mawani, Milo, a loan for Grealish. Who else we got? Matoma. Someone said Ekatike. I'm not sure Liverpool are going to sell us Ekatike. For me, at this stage, free for all, I would do this. I would go and get this on loan. I would ask them about this on loan. And I think, mate, why not? Why not get him and put him in the number 10?
Yeah.
Why not give him a free role? Let him have Paulinho and Bentancur behind him, just for example. Kudus to the right, and let Grealish float from left to central. Let him get on the ball, hold it up, bring others into play. I think that would you do that? Would you take that?
I think he's a super player, Grealish. You know, because a player has a bad season, doesn't mean that, you know, that he's done and dusted. And I don't know, you know, it's the year before Sonny got the golden boot. I think he didn't have a great year. I think he was injured, didn't say anything about being injured and played on through, and bounced back the following season. You know, it's going to be interesting. As I say, they've got to buy. We haven't got the players in reserve at the moment in those spots. You know, Sonny was playing on the left. Grealish was playing in the 10. We've lost both of those. They've both got to be replaced. And the problem since Kane left is he hasn't been replaced adequately. So for me, they're your three positions. If it costs 150 million, it costs 150 million. But go and spend the money. I'm going to have to shoot, Sav. I will see you for 8 o'clock.
Yep, I'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that and enjoyed that. Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, so guys and girls, listen, I'm seeing a lot of the same names going in. I think everyone's, see, why not a player like Pavlidis? Agreed, there are players, everyone. And Ash, just keeping it real as always, saying we're fucked. Damsgaard, listen, I'd love a little, I think Damsgaard's a really good footballer. Are Brentford going to sell off yet another one? I'm not so sure. Guys and girls, for the last 5-10 minutes, let's have a real push to get to 1,000 likes. We're only 170 away. Let's see if we can push to get to those. And thank you. We've had 64 new subscribers today, and we're 30 away from 20,500. So we've nearly done 500 subscribers in 6 days. That would be amazing. I've just put the link in. Roberto, yeah, listen, I would love Lukeman. I would love Lukeman. Looks like he's going to Inter Milan if they can get, if Inter can afford him. Yeah, Calamawundo, I take him all day long. I don't think so. I don't know why. I just don't see this happening. I don't see it happening. Good player, I just don't see it happening. And maybe he faked the injury because he knows we need new signings. One can only hope. Yeah, it looked bad. He went down in agony. I think when the player goes down and they're holding their face the entire time, I think you know that it's not good. Yeah, real tough one on him. But he is getting to that stage, isn't he, where he can't stay fit. And as much as I like the player, as I've always said, I'm a Spurs fan, not a fan of an individual player. So at the end of the day, we've really got to go out and do some bits. We've really got to go out and do some bits, haven't we? Of course, it's not Football Manager, but this is a transfer window that's open, Aidan. So no, it's not Football Manager, but I don't think any of the players anyone suggested are ungettable, like within reason. We've got to go and buy players. We are desperately lacking. Desperately lacking, my friend. Surely you see that, right? Surely you see that. It is what it is. Maybe. We'll see. Listen, there's a lot of players out there. Let's see what the club do. I'll do some super chats. Big up to Faz. Said surely squad injuries into the season are concern. Well, yeah, I mean, when you look, Madison came in with an injury. Kulu came in with an injury. Adogi got the injury, hasn't he? Other than that, is anyone injured? Solanke, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, we'll have to see. Big up to A user. See, we are not in a position to pick and choose any of these players we are linked to improve the team, period. We need quality and depth. Wake up board. This is my point. All summer I'm seeing, what, Grealish? What, him? I don't understand it, A user. I completely agree with you. Video complete Sofian said, if we get Vlahovic, Grealish and Elliott, rate out of 10. Well, look, I mean, if you've got all three, you've had a great window, haven't you? When you add Paulinho and Kudus to it. I can't see that happening at all, but I would absolutely love it. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Marios has said, give Solomon a chance again. Again, we're just going backwards here, aren't we? We've got to stop talking like we're a tiny football club. Give him a chance. He's not good enough. We need better than Solomon. We need better than Hill and Johnson and Tell. We need better than Richie. We need some proper quality footballers coming in. We're a Champions League football club now. Big up to you, Marios. And thank you, Emma, with the super sticker. Really appreciate you, Emma. You're always very generous to me. So thank you very much for that. Guys and girls, what I'm going to do is I will see who's live and see if any Spurs creators are live. See if we can transfer you over to anywhere. We're live tonight at, don't forget, Danny's got a show at 5 p.m. to talk about a charity event that he's got coming up for a little boy who needs our support, and his mum's going to be on the show at 5 p.m. So please join him for that. We're live at 8 p.m. for the Spurs review. But as it stands now, I'm going to send you over to Football Inc. with Sean and Johnny. When you get there, if you could just type in Sava Raid, that'll be much appreciated. Much love, guys and girls. Listen, a lot of work to do. It's been a positive week, but we've got a lot of work to do. Tottenham won, Newcastle United won, and we move to Bayern Munich. Take care, everyone. And as always, come on, you Spurs.